in.
I was just gonna say, I think that when you would be a detective, when you'd bring someone in a room, you'd definitely be like, all right, I got this. I'll break him down.
Are we not doing the intro?
We can do an intro. All right, let's get it.
I'm definitely bad cop. Or badass cop.
It's like the third time I've been referred to as Rain Man on this podcast.
Sorry, Dylan, makes you feel any better. I won't use DoorDash because of Terminator 2.
Hunter, why are you sweating so hard?
Hunter, dude, what's going on?
Man, I'm just feeling stuck. Like, stuck in static.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stuck in Static, the new look Stuck in Static with our newest member here, Hunter. He's actually not new. He's just a new man
He's
today.
bald,
Yeah, he's
finally.
bald.
I feel new. I've been walking around with a whole different attitude.
I love it.
Hunter was straight up like, he said he was at the gym just fucking like scooting people over. It's like, excuse me. It's like getting respect
Dude,
for it too.
At one point, the gym now is just nothing but high schoolers at night. So then they're all just sitting there in their Crocs, walking around, not doing
my
anything.
God.
Standing in front of the whole weight rack. I used to be like, oh, excuse me, and going through. But now, shaved bald Hunter, they're all getting bumped.
Oh, yeah.
I'm shoulder checking at least three 16-year-olds.
Yeah, dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I feel so bold. It's like,
Dude,
what?
bald.
You can't
Yourself,
take anything
you know?
for
It's
me.
bald.
Bro, you
but
got a
it's-
pager now.
Dude, I honestly think, why couldn't we bring that back?
Well, I could tell you why. 'Cause
Bald
we
Hunter
have,
would definitely have.
we literally have
pager.
computers that listen to us in our pockets at all times.
Yeah, they're pagers.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah.
have a pager, honestly, not to hear that.
Pager's cooler, but it doesn't get you
Could us four get pagers? I think that'd be awesome.
I think
I
we
don't
could
even
get
know.
some.
Do they make those anymore?
We go to Radio Shack.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not around.
There's no more radio shit.
Shit, the last place you could buy a pager.
By the way, we were talking about pagers today, me and my other bald friends, and
Who's your other bald friend?
Yeah, hold up.
dude,
the
my
jealousy is real.
My boss Todd, literally, I was
Who
wearing my
is it?
Oakleys on my bald head, same exact spot. We're wearing the same shirt. We're standing there. Someone called me my boss today, and I turned, and he's a bit heftier than me, and he's like, "Sorry, I thought you were Todd." And I was like, "What?" So I had a moment,
He
but
called you fat, not bald.
hey, I guess there is a. Okay, well. This is my fucking story, dude. Okay, but I do want to say this. We started talking about, y'all remember the push talk, the Nextels, the walkie-talkie.
Dude, my dad used
Combine
to
yeah.
into a phone.
Dude, my aunt, I swear, every person who had an aunt here my aunt who always argued with everyone and her husband, they were always just ripping it back and forth. A car ride, anything, holding it back, cigarette in the mouth, by the ear, click and talk, dude. That was badass. It was literally a walkie-talkie.
Oh, with phones.
I know.
A flip Nextel, bro.
We want to go Nextel or Pagers?
Weren't they also like indestructible too? Like,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they're a
you couldn't
brick.
write those.
yeah.
I just loved holding the button, and then it would. And the thing is, though, you couldn't stop it from coming through.
Yeah.
So my aunt would be in my uncle's pocket, being like, "Where the hell are you at?"
Over.
Yeah. I thought that was the coolest shit. But no, it's good. I like it. It's taking a little bit to grow, but I was telling Paris when we got here, I used to panic when my hat would fall at the gym when I'd be doing like a press or something.
Well, no shit. You had a bald. You were bald.
You had
Massive.
you had a target.
Yeah,
you literally-
it was a crown.
If I had hair like that, I'd be embarrassed too if I dropped my
And
hat.
it would fall, and I'd like grab it really quickly. It fell the other day, and I was like, "Fuck it." Kept repping it out, dude.
It's empowering, bro.
I knew this would be good for you.
I'm feeling
I
pretty
knew it'd be
solid.
good for you.
And then I just feel cooler, both metaphorically and physically.
Oh, well, you know, you're still
Metaphorically,
Hunter.
sure.
Yeah, you're still.
No, I'm gonna let this. I can have this go into my head. No
Yeah.
shame.
shaved
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's true.
I own you now. It's kind of like when a vampire bites a victim, and then that victim becomes a vampire. Then the only way they can become not a vampire is to kill the original vampire. It's kind of like that with shaving your head.
You got to kill Brady if you want your hair back.
That's what I was saying. I'm confused on what killing you gets me though.
Your hair
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's like a vampire.
That's the easiest choice I'll be making all year.
Have you ever seen Underworld, bro?
That sex scene in that? Do you remember
That's
that?
what I was saying. It's kind of like shaving your head.
See, that's a catch-22 though. So you kill Brady, you get your hair back, but you lose your best friend. Now you keep your best friend,
You wanna
and
lose
you're better
me?
without hair, anyways.
I thought the
Yeah,
catch 22
I
was that we had to have sex.
I thought Catch 22 was a band.
Whenever people used to say that shit, I was always like, he's 22 and he still plays catch?
Must be cool, huh?
Speaking of 22, so there was another 22 in the news this past week. Adam 22 had
That's
his
my
wife
boy.
absolutely destroyed by Blacked Raw Star. I don't even know his name,
Oh,
but
it's something
what
Jackson.
happened?
something
Or Johnson,
some
Johnson.
some probably
His name
Johnson.
was
I think it starts.
It
With, I
had
think
to
it's like
be.
Tremaine Johnson.
Yeah.
not
It
had
the
to be,
NFL
right?
player.
Yeah,
Tremaine Johnson.
I was pretty close.
something like that.
It started with a T and ended with the Johnson.
So what? So how do we know the story? Is it like a porn leak or?
So Adam
They
22
openly made a video.
Yeah, this is just like this is how you know our society's going to shit. This is like
Don't hate on Adam 22.
I don't know. He's like legitimately a cuck now, right?
Yeah.
Like an actual cuck, and like
He hasn't watched it yet.
I thought he filmed it.
but he's like on the internet talking about it, and like on Twitter, just like telling people, just kind of like
Oh,
cucking
no,
it up.
he's still into it.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. But
you can't have a good relationship.
well,
with
no,
one
no,
parent,
okay.
right?
So here's the thing: Adam 22 and his wife, right? Lena the Plug or whatever.
Yeah, Lena the
That's his
Plug.
wife.
This is.
So they have a podcast called Plug Talk, where they interview porn stars and then fuck them together.
Yeah, it's like super successful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, great idea for a podcast for sure.
It's
and
smart.
like, yeah. And then
He and his wife they do like a threesome with people.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an OnlyFans
Only
podcast.
chicks.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then a big significant portion of this I remember is Adam 22 goes on Flagrant at one point, and he's talking to Schultz about this whole thing, and they were
He
like,
says his wife will never do another male scene.
yeah, he was like, I got too much money for my wife to be fucking people. So what's going on with his money situation is my
How many
question
years
right
ago
now.
was that?
Wait,
That
so-
was last year.
That was last year,
That was
yeah.
A
last
lot
year.
can happen in a year.
Oh,
A lot
so
can
he
happen in
said
here.
he's not going to do porn anymore, or have his wife do porn anymore.
No, they're both still doing porn
No, no,
together.
no.
She
Yeah.
wasn't going to do it with another male.
That was the deal, is that like she only did porn with other girls.
And then not only did she choose another male to do porn with, she chose like a bigger DK Metcalf.
It was
And
like-
DK Metcalf's already the biggest human I've ever seen.
It's like the black Johnny Sins.
yeah, he's just
Yeah.
He looks like he got injected with the Captain America serum, but like with a DC Young Fly tattoo in between his eyes.
And this
trying to
guy
say-
is capitalizing on his newfound. Well, I mean, he's already famous, but like now
Yeah.
he's really
the
famous.
amount of clout he got from pulling that is unreal. And
And-
she picked him.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Pull? Are we talking about Adam or the guy that pounced?
The guy that
The guy-
got with
yeah.
under the plug. She picked him. They hit him up and was like, "Hey, my wife wants to do a scene with you." And the guy was like, "All right, man, it's the plug. Hell yeah, I'll be the first guy to do this and break history." You know?
What his wife was already a porn star though, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they only did
She's
scenes
had to
together.
have had some hefty lefties in there before.
Well, before, yeah, but now they're married. And their whole agreement is that like, oh, we'll do porn together, but you can't do porn
They
with
haven't
other
been married
men.
that long.
Not that long.
They've
Yeah,
been doing
I
this
don't know.
before they were
That
married.
brings me back to the whole polygamy thing. You know what I mean? We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
You don't.
Yeah, people watching that's a whole different.
That's the thing, man.
Okay,
you
this
don't.
isn't even polyamory. This
No,
is
it's
like
not.
leveraging your relationship for
money.
fucking internet clout.
Yeah.
Like it's a level of like kind of pathetic that
Yeah.
like I really don't look at Adam 22 anymore as like, oh, you're just like a fucking bro that's just like out here getting it. It's like, no, you are literally capitalizing on like gangster shit on his podcast that is completely just
No
dissolved now.
Jumper's
Reckless.
awesome.
Dude,
was.
No Jumper is trash.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it. Dude,
dumb as
Sharp's
hell.
my favorite.
But,
I could
like,
watch Sharp
The
all
people
day.
he brings on there, like that one white kid who was like, just all he does is diss tracks.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you even giving? And I know why. It's because people are going to be like, why did he bring this dude on? And then people are going to look this kid up.
Yeah.
Hate on people now that you can literally make money off of just being hated is crazy.
It's weird.
Dude, people
man.
do
Just
that in
being a
wrestling
heel.
since the 70s.
But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But outside of that, they're not a piece of shit. Like this, they're doing their whole career. And
Ric
business.
Flair was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
Yeah, but there's a
awesome.
difference. There's a difference in
Hey, is there a
a
difference?
sport. Yeah, because in a sporting event like that, like you can be likable as the bad guy. Like,
Ric Flair showed his dick on a plane to a
but what I'm saying is
server
like,
lady.
I don't know.
Antonio
he's
Brown
an
did that.
outlier. He's an outlier. Everyone, yeah, it's
What?
it's the 70s.
But
dude.
anyways, back to Adam 22. It's like
does
a
not excuse
weird,
that, I do not.
yeah, like we're tangenting already. But just his whole like media like campaign on this has gotten weird to me. I was like, he's like too vocal about it at this point. And then something happened with the dude that fucked her, and now he's like,
Now he's talking shit.
Now he's talking shit.
my
And then Lena the
gosh.
Plug tweets something like, "You can't fuck me, then be mean to my husband." It's the breakdown of the
It's so-
Matrix.
And
It's
now
so fucked
Adam
up.
22 is coming
Yeah.
out and being like, "I'm gonna expose you, bitch. You know what
It's
I'm
all
talking about."
fake. It's all fucking-
that
it's
all
video
fake.
right there.
It's all fake.
That
It's all fake,
video
bro.
made me lose so much respect for him. He is
Expose him.
not. He acts like such a hard ass dude because he got face tats and all this stuff. and I just like lost
But I'm not a rapper.
every bit of respect I had for Adam, which was like not a lot to begin with, but like I was just like, dude, this is like cringy. Like this is like cringe porn at this point.
I just think he's corny, man.
Yeah.
Like he is. Like he's the definition of corny.
And the one part of his not corniness, like, oh, I fuck other chicks with my wife.
Yeah,
That was like his
yeah.
one, and now it's just like you've gone full cuck mode.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
our studio is better looking than his little fucking casting.
it
couch.
really is.
I like
got-
Adam 22.
Okay,
I like
why?
No Jumper.
Well, tell me why. Besides what I think it's going to be, and it's going to be a Brady saying like, "Dude, he's a fucking porn star with a podcast. Who doesn't want to fucking be him? You know."
So let's continue the story.
That's the end of the story.
I
I,
don't
think.
like Bald Hunter,
Okay, but
bro.
here's what I'm saying though, Paris. I do find it
He's
funny.
too confident.
I do find it funny.
Wait, he's supposed to be my Renfield, and he's turned into a fucking dick.
No, baby, I'm your Huckleberry. Okay.
You're not my Daisy.
We can keep. Let me be your. Fuck, I want to keep playing that, but I can't.
Now I'm your Johnny Ringo, bro.
Who's the scientist from
I
Back to
swear
the
to
Future? Doc.
That's my love language is quoting Tombstone. If a bitch don't quote Tombstone, she can kick rocks.
Dude, when I told my
I
boss
can't
at my
believe
work,
I can't believe we missed out on a Bonnie and Clyde reference there.
Now Bonnie and Clyde's just not as
Come
cool as
on,
Tombstone,
no.
man.
Bonnie and Clyde would have been a good one. I was thinking Back to the Future one.
You've never seen Tombstone, have you?
Don't do this here.
I did. I
Can't
did
say.
it on public
say.
television.
Don't.
You've never
Can't
seen
say I
Tombstone.
have.
Yeah, okay.
You've never seen Tombstone?
Tombstone is one of the greatest westerns of all time, but I've only seen reels.
Oh well, okay, well.
Harris, have you
hold
seen
on,
Tombstone?
hold on.
You know he
I
hasn't.
What are you
can't
talking
be
about?
the only
Hold
person
on.
here who's
I
seen
feel
Why
so
are you
much better.
shocked?
I feel so
Why
much
are
better.
you shocked? I am not a wrestling guy.
No,
Tombstone's a
it's
Western
Western
movie.
Oh, I thought you said wrestling. My
Even,
bad.
and you should still know what a Tombstone is because that's the Undertaker's finisher. If we're going
I
wrestling.
definitely don't know that.
I do. Okay, I do.
We
wanna-
tangent
wait,
so
it's a
hard.
Western
I know. I was about to say
movie? Yeah,
90
it's a-
seconds ago we
one
were
of the
talking about
greatest
Adam
Western
22,
movies.
It
and
took
then
30 seconds.
it took. Yeah, we are so far. Like,
I have to
what
finish
the
Tombstone
fuck
now.
is Tombstone? Hold up.
You've never seen the
What
Western?
are we even quoting?
No.
Can we stay on topic?
Okay, it's a great Western movie. We'll come back around to it, but I do
I
want
don't think I can leave it.
We'll hop back to it. I was gonna say, Paris, I find it funny that you find this corny and cringy, but yet you have a backing and a love for mukbanging. It like at least Brady, I can see full circle with him, but you're
What does that mean?
What?
you're how
Mukbanging's great.
Mukbang is pretty dope.
I bought my first bag of Takis the other day because of Nikocado avocado.
Bro, Takis are fire.
I was like,
aren't
these
they?
are pretty
They
good.
shit on
I was like,
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yes.
I don't know about that. I would give
Oh,
Flamin' Hot
that's-
Cheetos the edge over Takis for sure.
Takis all day.
Takis way too much seasoning. I'm
I
just
would,
like,
no.
Bald Hunter's still a bitch.
it's too much seasoning.
He's
dude.
bald, he's still white.
Takis, but Flamin' Hot Cheetos. That's a
Flamin' Hot Cheetos
Take
got
it.
Hot fries
Takis.
or Chester's hot fries.
Leave it in the comments. Vote Flamin' Hot Cheetos or Takis.
Oh, and
Yeah,
by the way,
segue.
if you'd like to support us, you can find the link in the Spotify description. And if you can't do that, just listen to the ad.
But if you like
That's all we
Flamin' Hot
ask.
Cheetos, don't support us.
Yeah. By the way, are we?
Go listen to him.
So I'm the only one that thinks that.
We did just make our ad. Are we running that? Are we just adding that in?
Yeah.
In post, and then okay, we used to just click the button. God,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
moving up.
We
dude.
just put button, boom.
Oh, ba-da-pop-pop.
Yeah.
But I am. Did y'all also remember the kind of and maybe it still is a thing. We went from kind of cringe. Do you guys see the videos with people who do the hot challenges where they just shove
yes.
I want to do it.
a shit ton of hot stuff in their face? Just,
I genuinely
Oh
think I
wait,
could do it.
whoa, wait, what?
it's like mukbanging but hot food.
Huh?
Like it's ASMR, so you
Oh,
just
okay.
hear all the crunch and
Jesus.
stuff.
I thought you meant just like the one chip challenge and shit like
Well,
that.
they shove so much stuff in
Okay.
there, and it's just
Good
I don't
Lord.
know. I don't my ass. There's no way that can
I
be
thought
good
you
for
were
me.
about to talk about the NPC thing that's going on. The NPC lives. Have you seen this?
those are
This
awful.
is
It's awful.
I was telling you all about this the other
Awful.
night. It's some crazy shit where people will go on live on TikTok and then you can send gifts
Yep,
and
yep, yep, yep.
stickers and then like they'll like essentially NPC it out and like react to the stickers like, oh, ice
were
cream sticker,
talking about
ice
this,
cream, yum, right? Like all this and
Yeah.
like people making mad money off
Yeah.
of this shit too.
Bro, we could do
just
that.
over the weekend.
NPC
We can do that.
Yeah, NPC.
We gotta
TikTok
do this
star,
shit.
Pinky
Oh my
doll
God.
makes.
I'm
$20
a fucking do this.
I would be so awkward.
about cringe.
Please no.
We-
That is the cringiest thing.
This her
imaginable.
right here.
little dance.
She makes like
Oh my
$7
God,
grand
dude.
per live for like 30 minutes. Like I
Dude,
don't.
we're
She does
dudes.
look like Doja Cat.
We
I-
can't
She
do
does,
that.
yeah.
Bro, could you imagine me if they threw an ice cream cone at me? Ooh, vanilla cone.
Like,
my
I have
God.
Crohn's
I wanna
disease. I
see-
can't eat that.
I want to see an example of this. I want to see what she actually. She's gorgeous. I got to give her that. She's stunning.
Yeah, she looks like Doja Cat.
Pinky doll.
It's so cringy. It's not worth it.
I think it's worth it.
It's on like I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I
too.
think it's worth it.
God,
We're at the
man.
part of idiocracy where it's like it'd be stupid if we don't hop on the train.
I mean,
It'd
when
be,
you think
it'd be
about it.
dumb if we didn't capitalize off of idiocracy at this point. Because I like, come on, this is easy as fuck.
She's ranking in around.
this is
2000.
idiocracy.
this is we're already in it, bro. We're already in it. Might as well go ahead and just do this too.
Might as well full sell out.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
This is
dude.
almost as good
Okay.
as a Japanese chick cleaning out my ears.
Oh my god!
I don't know, dude.
That I
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that episode to drop.
can't wait to go to Japan and get my fucking ears cleaned.
Dude, that's gonna be a hell of a vlog.
Dude,
Okay,
I'm
so give
vlogging
me-
it.
It's not giving me a video on here, so give me that. So it's called. Okay,
Right
here's
there.
a video. Okay, let me see this.
Yeah, just-
And what is this called?
NPC.
NPC Wars.
Yeah.
Ice cream so good, Jackie Jackie. Gang gang, gang gang.
Well, I gotta see
Oh,
this.
special, gang gang. Rah, rah.
Share your
Oh
screen.
my god, dude! She makes $2,000 to $3,000 per video.
Doing that?
Yeah.
How does she make that money? Just because of views or because
Each gift that people send costs like cents.
yeah.
It's like 10 cents, 40 cents, 50, not that much.
No fucking way.
But she gets hundreds of thousands of people sending that shit.
Bro, this is literally like a Black Mirror episode, dude.
It is.
I gotta see
It
this
is.
again.
Literally
100%
a Black Mirror episode.
What's the link to this website so I can avoid it and not
It's
pay for a
TikTok,
gift?
dude.
It's TikTok. You can't even be
Paul.
on it.
You're banned anyway. Yeah, you can't. You're not allowed.
It's a fucking TikTok.
I'm not allowed on TikTok. This sucks.
All
I
right.
hate working for the government.
All right. This makes me need another drink.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. Well, I guess if someone's gonna watch it, might as well.
Well, I want to think about more of like who's on the other side of the camera that like is like after work they're all stressed out and they just want to relax and sit down.
No, it's someone
and like
in my head. I'd be like, wow, let me see this person who is so stupid, and like you can always be like, at least I'm not doing this shit for money.
yeah,
And then
but you'd be really stupid to think that too.
that's what I'm saying. As
because
see
you
40
just
I wonder what she does.
as
for
you just
Dinosaur.
worked for right, you just worked for $12 an hour at the ice rink, and now you're fucking going home and be like, this bitch stupid. Here, let me send you some ice cream cones. Like that's dumb. Like that's like equally as dumb as worse, dumber than just doing that actually.
I wish there was a word for like power, like a power move that's also not giving you any power. Is there a word for that?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Is like this is like a weird, not a fetish necessarily, but like there's something inherently kind of sexual about like, hey, here's 10 cents, do something for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that's the appeal to some level. I don't understand
It's
like beyond that.
prostitution.
It's like a weird level of prostitution that's
Or
like
is it like an audio fetish? Is it like the
No,
like an
dude,
ASMR?
it's
yeah, like the
it's
Maybe.
literally
the
we are
sound
so,
of her saying a certain thing is like
No,
getting people off.
We're
or something.
cracked down
Like,
on
that's
so much
fucking weird.
dopamine needing that literally it's like from like a Black Mirror episode to where it's like a person literally in front of you to where it's like a kid to me feels like they're poking on a fish glass.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And they're just fucking tapping
I see,
it
I
and tapping
see.
it and tapping it and tapping it because
Yeah.
it's like do something, do something.
Okay.
But yet I bet half
Oh,
these people.
shit.
Have you ever sat with people nowadays? I'll try and sit with people like younger people now.
You just randomly sit with younger people?
No,
that
what I'm
sounds like
saying,
crime.
if you
Pause.
go, if you go to
Sounds like a
Bald
straight
Hunter now
crime, bro.
gets crazy.
Bald Hunter's a predator.
But for instance, most of the great conversations I have with people, if I go out and have a drink by myself, sometimes you know how you do, like you get off a long shift, you just want to sit there and not talk to anyone.
Every day.
Sometimes I want to shoot the shit, but not have a conversation with like everybody. And I find that I have the best conversations with older people because we don't infringe on each other and we're just like spitting facts or something. But then when I'm with young people, like it's like we make weird eye contact and we go to our phones. I make contact with the old dude. He's like, "What are you drinking on?" I'm like, "Bud, what do you do? Bud Light, sick."
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just, and I see that so much in this where it's like these people where it's like, what happened to you during fucking COVID? These kids are fucked, dude. Like,
I don't know. I think the people that are doing it and making money off of it are opportunistic and smart. But the people that pay for it on the other side are dumb.
again, it's
Okay, but hold
12
on.
cents.
Okay, but hold
That
on.
shit adds
To
up
me-
when you send 1,000.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
now
but hold on.
$12.
To me, it's weird right now because this
never do
is
that.
just becoming a thing. So somebody has been doing this, trying to make it a thing. That's what's weird to me is like, who the fuck was doing this? Like, I bet I can make money this way. Like, who decided that all you need to make money is to say fucking random shit that just sounds cool to emojis that people can send
Well,
you.
I think
Like,
it's
that's
more
so fucking
it's not
weird.
even like the people doing it. It's that like TikTok, this exists on TikTok initially. And it's existed on TikTok ever since like live was a thing. So you could donate to your favorite creators when they go
Yeah.
live essentially.
Yeah.
And someone was just like, how the fuck do I hack this? How do I hack this and just like literally make it to where all they're doing is just giving me
nothing.
money.
I
Is
think
like literally
y'all-
nothing. How do I make my time so transactional that I make so much money off of
I
it?
think y'all got to look at the real demons here. The fact that TikTok even promotes this kind of fucking shit. This is what America is.
See, that's the thing
but
about
it's
TikTok.
not
It's
necessarily
that
them
any
promoting it.
any money that passes through their hands, like they're making money off of too. So
I know,
like,
but like I'm saying, the
they're-
fact that this is a
obviously
thing on
they're gonna-
TikTok, this is the problem with America.
no. Think about this.
there's a lot more.
Where do we
wrong.
draw the line, though? It's not shaving your head for a podcast. I'll tell you that. we don't make any.
That was the best thing to ever happen.
That was a
I feel
good thing.
Fantastic.
You're
No, I'm
finally full gauge predator and not just half gauge predator.
fuck up, dude. I am the. If anything, I'd be like to. I don't have a good comeback for that.
Here's my thing on your stuff, Brady, that you just mentioned.
There's
is
more
that, like-
words I want to use
Yeah.
and bigger description, but like that's just
but
the
like
fact that
it's
a thing on
it's not even evil at this point to me because like
No.
all it
TikTok's
is
pure evil.
all it is
Oh, it's evil.
all social media are just like algorithms that show you what you like.
Zach, you know what the Chinese algorithms are? People graduating and doing successful shit.
Well, yeah, they are because
You know
they
what the
control
American algorithm is? Real life NPCs.
No,
Are
no.
you kidding me though? Those people see that from overseas and they want to come over here and be a part of that shit. They're like, I want to fucking just get on there and go, doggy, bark, bark.
And then as soon as they buy a Supreme bag, they're dumb.
50 cents. Boom.
That's what dude. There's some people in these countries that are less developed than us that are making fucking 68 cents a day. But I tell you what, they're not nearly depressed. They don't have time to
That's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
I disagree
I'd
because
say they're
it goes
depressed.
back to what Paris was talking about earlier before we started. It's like it's the morals and what we value in this country, and it's just those no longer
Money.
exist. It's just money. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And so that's why the algorithm is different for us. It's because we only value one thing.
Well,
We're
I would
promoting it right
no.
now.
That it's a little because like the algorithm for any social media shows you what you like. You are in total control of what gets fed to you at all times. That's why people that are like super right or left wing on like Twitter or stuff, they like highlight all this crazy shit. It's like, oh, they're groomers. Like, oh, they're killing kids at the border. It's like, no, that's just the content you consume. So you think it's the world around you.
yeah.
It's not like it's not Twitter. It's not Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. It's you. It's what you like.
Well, I don't think this is the world. This is clearly not fucking America in the world. America is much more evil than NPCs.
Yeah,
But,
let's on a real note.
On a real note,
this is the least evil thing that
This is
America
the least evil
partakes in.
thing, but evil. America's just weird. And
Yeah, but-
it's made
Yeah.
the rest of the world weird. And
No, like literally, weird is an acronym that social psychologists use to describe America.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic. No, most nations are not that way. We are a weird nation, and all of our psychological studies come from a weird nation. So we're thinking of like professional studies done on real people as like, oh, this is how people work. No, this is how
No.
weird
Yeah.
people work.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
think that like, oh, this is just how it is. Like, no. We are different as a society. We are not the baseline human anymore. We are this new advanced like level of weirdness
Yeah.
that we have to like reconcile.
we're on the baseline of weirdness.
Okay, so I do want to say this. Hopping on to more.
I have to edit this out every time it happens.
Oh, so even if it's down, it's still fucking
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Okay. But we have a ghost button, by the way, guys. I know you've heard it before, but it's getting extremely
Yeah.
irritating.
Getting worse.
This place is haunted.
Yeah, it's
We should just make that like the NPC button that goes like ice cream, yum.
Ice cream.
We could make our own shit.
Oh, that's
It's
30 cents.
melting.
Right.
They're charging 30 cents. For
We
that
could
ice
we could
cream,
have
bro.
Brady on TikTok live on the bathroom like a hashtag Crohn's disease live NPC.
God.
I bet I'd make money.
He'd be like pizza,
I bet I'd make money.
a
cucumbers,
funny one
yum.
to
Thank
be
you.
like, you could do a comedy one with that where it goes wrong. It's like people keep hitting eggplant emojis, and it's like,
I got a
Going
OnlyFans
down the
idea for
pans.
all four of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can hit a very niche market on OnlyFans with all four of us. Hear
What
me
is
out.
that?
Oh,
Hear me
no.
out. We all dress up in animal costumes or whatever theme we're feeling that day. It could be farmer theme, it could be animal theme, dinosaurs, ninjas, whatever. We only cut off our tits. out of the costume. So now our tits are out. And we just play video games and like chill like bros. But we're in full costume.
I like that. You know, OnlyFans doesn't really promote porn. Like
That's what I'm saying.
they're trying to be like, like have your own, like you're
They're
as
trying
a
to be
creator.
very, this is very artistic sex I'm having with this guy I paid.
Well, no, but they're trying. What OnlyFans wanted to be when they like opened as a platform is they wanted to be Patreon. Like that's what they wanted to be. Is they wanted a paywall behind, or they wanted content behind a paywall. Is
Yeah.
what they wanted, and people turned it into porn.
I think people
whatever.
got smart. It's like, why am I sending nudes on Snap when I get paid?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm saying. I think we could hit a niche market. Could you imagine Dylan dressed up as a Charizard with his tits out playing fucking FIFA?
Yeah.
Should be fire, bro.
You're
yeah,
clicking
but
on
that's
that
what I'm
reel.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying is we can just turn that into our Patreon. So
You're clicking on that thumbnail of Dylan dressed up as Charizard with his nipples out playing fucking 2K.
hey,
So-
I'm down.
You're down. I think it's
Speaking-
a
Look,
good idea.
I will
for
not
us.
cut my dick off. I will play 2K with my tits out. That's fine.
The first episode of this is us watching Tombstone dressed up as cowboys, with our tits out. Because
assless
apparently
chaps.
you guys haven't watched Tombstone
No.
because you didn't have a
I
childhood.
really hate that everyone now knows I didn't. Fuck, and I quote that so much. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen Tombstone. They're like, who's your favorite character? I'm like,
Bald Hunter's a poser, bro.
I am, dude.
Damn.
I definitely posed.
Hair Hunter would have come out and be like, well, no, you would have come out with a bullshit excuse. You're just owning up to I'm a poser.
You're owning it now.
You're owning
You're
it.
owning
I
everything.
can't even kickflip.
We got to go talk to 2K at Topgolf and have you apologize. You're right. Cincinnati's not the modern day Germany.
2K is probably dead at this point, dude. That infection in his leg looked bad.
Oh,
That
he
was-
lost a
that
leg.
was
Yeah.
gnarly.
That was rough,
That
dude.
was gnarly. That
Yeah.
was.
2K,
We
if
should
you're
go
listening to
back.
this, I hope you're alive,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out 2K. He was awesome. So Hunter
2K, you
scared
never
him
came to
away.
the bar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent us to a weird ass bar.
Yeah.
we were the only people there.
Actually, wait a second. Fuck
that-
2K. That was weird. That was really weird.
We could have went to that one bar that was right down the street that me and Hunter walked in and got a drink at.
They had a
was
lot of people.
10 times more busy than
Yeah.
the bar we were at.
Oh, you would
Like,
have had some conversation with those people in there.
Oh God! I walked in a bingo shirt and immediately had 5 conversations while Hunter was getting a drink. I was like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is going on?"
My
That was a
favorite part of the
great
hit
time.
night was Hunter trying to connect with us in sports, and he sees this
Oh
thing on
my
TV.
God.
He
You
goes,
bring that
he
up.
goes,
Yo,
bro,
so
they're showing all the previous Heisman Trophy winners.
I thought that
so
was interesting.
so to connect.
It was the cutest thing I've ever fucking
Yeah.
seen, man.
So
can't
to,
talk
to connect those two topics randomly, talking about sports and feeling like an absolute fucking phony.
Thank you,
Me
Neil.
and, me and Hunter were having this conversation before you all walked in. How in the hell am I like one of the biggest sports fans you'll ever meet? And I had no idea until like 2 weeks ago how big of a deal F1 was.
It
Bro,
was-
F1's a huge
Yo,
deal.
like what? I felt like such a phony.
You didn't know F1 was that big?
Over the last 2 weeks, I have binge watched almost the first 3 seasons of Drive, or what's it called? Drive, or
I don't know what it's called. but I
it's
know
something
what it
on
is.
Netflix. But anyway, like I've become such a fan in 2 weeks. Like
had
the
no idea
I've become
it
the
was-
biggest fucking nerd over this shit.
Yeah.
Randomly. Like
and the-
I didn't know it was that big of a deal.
the number
Like,
one
guess more of
driver.
that.
The number one driver in the world is a, what do you say, a 20-year-old, and he's been doing it. He got signed at 15.
Yeah,
How do you
like
practice?
15, 16, something like
And
that.
Dylan
Like
was
that's
telling me
absurd.
that these guys come from like this competitive go-karting. Can you imagine, guys, if we had that hobby growing up?
Yeah, like
that
Europe
shit would have been
like all over Europe and like northern Asia. Like there are just like go-kart tracks and shit where people do this all the fucking time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like just people like us will just go out and fucking have
It's
a
like
good time
Topgolf.
with. Yeah, exactly. But like that's a real thing there. Like competitive go-karting where like the go-karts are fast as shit. Like
Yeah.
it's like an F1 style track where you've got all these different turns and shit that you have to navigate. Like they have like 24-hour races at these go-kart tracks that all these pros will go back and still do. Like
what
it's-
makes that one the hardest, though, is that I feel like a lot of our sports here, in some way or another, you can try to go out and do that. You know what I mean? You can
That's
get a
fair.
baseball
That's
glove.
fair.
You can get a football, basketball.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I going to practice going 100 miles on a turn?
Yeah.
Very carefully.
Well, I mean, they're all rich as fuck. These people that do it, like it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like
Gotta have some money for
Ferrari and Maserati sponsoring
Yeah.
these, right? Like I only knew of this stuff through Bill Burr's podcast. Bill Burr would talk
Really?
about it all
Okay.
the time, and like there's like some big thing with Ferrari versus this, and they're always
Yeah.
winning because they just
Ferrari,
spent a bunch of
Mercedes, and Red Bull. Yeah, those three fucking. Like I've gotten so into it, it's ridiculous. Like my goal is to catch up on all the seasons, so I know what has happened over the past.
Yeah.
I think it's the past 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And then be able to catch up by the next race. So like I know what's going on.
Anytime
You know,
I-
like
Yeah.
I want to start watching this shit. Like it's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
interesting. I had no idea. I had no fucking idea.
Is it like NASCAR in a
No,
way?
no.
Or is
It
it way
is.
more
It's
entertaining?
way more
They-
dangerous.
Yeah.
They race through like downtown cities where they have blocked off
Oh.
like so many different turns and like random
yeah.
shit that you have to deal with. It's crazy.
It's like running of the bulls, but
and
with
it's
cars.
and
shit.
it's a
nice.
constructor series, so everybody builds their own car. And so like all the teams build their own car, and so like some cars are just faster than others. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
That
it's
shit-
not like you have the same stock car for everyone. Like that's not a thing. There.
That's pretty cool.
To
Yeah.
me, when I watched that, though, to me, when I watched that,
You said it fine. I don't know what you're talking about. So, to me, when I watch that, though, I talk about that.
That's exactly how you say it in
Right.
Japanese.
Right? You're not Mimi, dude. I know she was sitting here last week,
I feel
but
so good. When I watched
The
that,
joy in Paris's face to just speaking Japanese of me.
dude, I'm glad I got that. You guys like
That
had
was
your like
cool as
little
shit.
That
thing
was
going
awesome.
on.
I
Yeah.
loved it. It was heartwarming. I'm not making
we were
fun
talking
of it.
shit the whole time.
Oh,
but-
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Were you guys really?
Yeah,
I thought you
absolutely.
were talking good about me.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh, we knew you were talking
Yeah.
shit.
I
we
could
were
tell by the
being-
mannerisms
Right.
that you were all
Yeah,
talking shit.
Hunter
I
Brady
was
over
like,
there, so smart. elegant.
Yeah.
That's honestly thought they were like, look how good his beard looks today.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, I hope he chooses to shave his head.
Wait, what did you?
but if
What
not,
were you and
日
Mimi
本人の
saying?
皆さんは分かってるけど、このバカたちは分かんないね。いいよ。
Oh, he definitely called you a
Yikes.
dickhead.
That was all made up.
That was he
At
called you a
At this point,
dickhead,
he's
bro.
toying with us. He's not even.
No, I want to know what you Mimi talked about. What did y'all?
You're just going to have to go back into the episode and translate it.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll go back through it and be like, wow, Paris cursed a lot in this one.
There's no curse words in Japanese.
Is there not? That's beautiful.
Well, no, it depends on how you say things is like the cursing.
You guys still use the swastika?
It's backwards.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's a Hindu symbol.
Can I get a hint? Like a can I call a Lan or a help line?
Well, if you want to know one,
Had a stroke.
Don't need that first one.
Yeah.
That's for a Saturday.
if you want to know one word that we use, hug it.
Yeah. What's hug it mean?
Hug it means bald.
Okay.
Now there's two of us. Fuck y'all.
Buddha was bald.
See, that's the thing. In Japan, it's really funny when you use hug it because like it's just a funny word.
I'm Wyatt
I feel like
Earp.
that's a bobo.
yeah,
type,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hug it.
I'm Wyatt Earp. It's my
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
holiday,
Get it,
bro.
big dog.
Yeah, right.
I'll hug you too. Yeah, I'll get up on you.
I was off of the F1 thing though. Have y'all seen that movie that's coming out, Forza?
yeah, that's
Yeah, I
insane.
played the games. And
Okay.
the fact that it's,
So this movie is based on a
I
true
know it's
story.
dumb as fuck. They put
Where-
a kid in a car.
No, they put they put the best Forza players.
They put many kids in cars.
Many kids in cars. They said, "You're good at Forza, the video game. How about you race a real car?"
Yeah.
See, we may be forgetting about TikTok, but that is stupid.
That's a legit.
Like,
that is
holy
legit.
shit,
That is-
man.
That is literally something like you guys remember the Mark Wahlberg movie to where he sounded just like the dude, so then he replaced. It's based on the
Oh,
guy.
that narrows it down. That one.
Yeah, well, it's Paris,
He
I don't
sounds
know-
like that Boston dude. Right?
You guys, okay? So you guys know the singer for Journey.
No, I ain't gonna drive that car.
The singer,
It'll kill many kids. All right. That's a Mark Wahlberg impression.
that's, I don't know what that was.
You didn't like that?
I didn't.
That was kind of Boston.
Yeah, it's kind of okay.
It was like a mix between Boston and like some weird.
I'm not gonna
Asian
drive
I
that
thought
car.
he was doing an Asian joke
was
for
gonna
a
say,
second.
yeah.
No, that was
It
on
was
Mark
hot.
Wahlberg impression. That was pretty Boston.
Drive that car.
I'm not driving
don't
that
like,
car.
I don't like sausage and I hate the goddamn Mets.
Drive that car on a Saturday.
You should have shot A-Rod.
That sounded autistic.
Yeah, whenever they say Saturday, right?
Saturday.
My saxophone instructor was from Boston, so she would say Saturday. I was like,
I
"You
thought she
coming
was having
to
a
potluck
stroke.
on
Lift your arm."
Saturday?"
So speaking
Like
of
Lisa.
random shit on TikTok,
We're having a
there's
tangent.
speaking of random shit on
done.
TikTok, there is a couple on TikTok that the only thing it is it's a guy who his fiance now wife is from Boston, and all it is people send him things she should say, and he like tricks her, like asks her questions to get her to say it.
That's funny.
Like that's all it is.
like
There's
that.
a need for that,
That's
man.
the entire extent of his page is just
The country ones are funny too.
well, and there's one where it's like it's Kim Kardashian. Somebody sent, and he's like, what's the girl's name that makes all the money? She has her own show. Like what? And she's like, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
Like,
Kim Kardashian.
and he just starts laughing, and that's the entire video. And it's like, what the fuck? How are you getting? And it's like millions of likes. It's like, what the fuck
We
is this?
gotta find a niche like that.
Yeah,
I do. It's my Australian accent.
Bro, I was at Best
You're
Buy.
Australian. It's so shitty. It
No,
pisses me
it's
off.
not. You guys are such
no,
haters.
no, no,
That's
no,
not a
no,
knife.
no, no,
This
no.
is a knife.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, get him to say shrimp on the Barbie.
The only good thing you've ever said on Australian accent is if you ever come to Perth, you got a place to stay.
Like I'm fucking. It made me sound like I'm John Lennon.
You were bald hunter that night.
I was also wearing a was like a turtleneck. I think I was wearing like that shirt. With
And I
the,
was in all full denim. This is my pen pal.
yeah.
We looked like fucking. We were fucking each
Lovers.
other for sure.
Yeah, the chick added me on Facebook, and it said "City Barbecue Worker" when Henry Clay. I was like, I come to the States a lot.
They definitely thought we were some weird European threesome thing.
Well, and after the third time I went there, I was like, I'm crazy. Like I have got a mental illness.
I'm from Perth. This is my pen pal.
And
Come
the
take a shot with
chances,
us.
the chances that at least one person there went to high school with you,
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty high.
Well,
Pretty
the one time I fucked up and I was at a bar, and I knew this was always going to happen. I started doing an Australian accent, and this girl goes, "No way! I met this other guy's Australian." I was like, "No way!"
oh god,
and she like he's standing right there, and he's like, "How you doing, Mike?" And I was like, "What are you doing?"
Dude, that
Mike?"
was funny as shit. I thought Hunter was gonna break, and he broke so hard.
I was like, "What are you doing, Mike?"
Oh, it surpassed expectations.
Were you there when that happened?
Yeah, I was standing right fucking there.
Yeah, there was another guy from Australia, and I went, "Oh no!"
Dude, that was a sign from God that you're being a dumbass.
That was absolute.
Like,
comedy.
what's the odds?
He's like,
There was
"Where are you
another
from?" And I was
Australian
like,
guy.
I'm not really from Australia. He goes, "What are you doing?"
No, he said from Perth.
I was like, "Perth." He's like, "What part of Perth?" And I was like, "The west side, what about the
Oh,
beach?"
It's
dude.
First Street.
Next time I went in there, I did like a whole fucking Google of good places to eat in Perth.
I'm not happy much, but I was happy that night. That was pretty funny.
But tangenting real quick on some other news. Have y'all seen? We're speaking about the atrocities of our society. Have y'all seen the thing
'Cause we're
going
the
on?
experts.
Yeah, right. The thing going on with Garth Brooks. Like,
yes, that's what I was talking
Look.
about. That's what I was talking about the other night.
Garth Brooks is the goat of country.
yeah,
Look, Tom Segura is roasting this motherfucker.
Oh, he's roasting the
I
shit
love
out of
it. I love it. It's so fucking entertaining.
If there was a
What's he
video
doing?
game where you fought country singers, Garth Brooks would be the last boss.
yeah,
Here's
so
what
he
Go ahead.
there's this like weird conspiracy that everywhere Garth Brooks has been on tour
It's
during
Toby
his
Keith.
Yeah, I thought it was Toby Keith.
That's
wait.
Toby.
It's Toby Keith.
Garth Brooks right now is the one who did the Bud Light thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then
No,
Jason
yeah, yeah.
Aldean also got his music video pulled because
Really?
he was saying that wouldn't fly in a small town. And basically it's exactly what it sounds like is all that burning flags. I mean, it's basically him just talking about, it sounds like an old dude saying what he's pissed
Okay.
off about.
Okay.
And my thing is, it's a country song, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and I
like-
can't believe CMT actually removed it because it was playing. CMT removed it, and it was basically like him saying, "If y'all burn flags and spit on cops, you'd catch a bullet right out down to your socks, like in my small
Jesus
stuff like that." And, but it's not even singing; it's like an old dude talking on a porch.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's called Outlaw Country.
yeah, but I was listening to it and I catch myself going, I'm like, I was like, at first I was like, well, that's ridiculous, CMT, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, he just sounds like an old dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
CMT's
wait,
soft.
wait,
bro.
so
Let's go
they-
and get
they
this.
pulled
So wait,
his
what
song?
happened with Garth Brooks?
so Garth Brooks also, he did a big thing with Bud Light to where he was bashing on Bud Light with the whole thing.
No, he's promoting it at his
Oh.
concerts.
But no, he's not.
Garth Brooks?
No, he's bashing Bud Light, but he
Let me see
basically
it. Turn this way.
So Garth Brooks in Bud Light Response has a new big name critic, and basically he's getting. The point I'm making about this is he put a Twitter video saying how people need to donate to Ukraine and all this Bud Light bullshit, and I've now established that you just shouldn't have a Twitter if you're over 40.
Yeah.
Like
All
they
right.
should not put.
We
you-
already shit on Adam 22. We're not shitting on Garth Brooks.
No.
The goat of country.
But he's already the GOAT.
He's just saying he's getting himself in trouble for no reason.
He can do that. It's Garth Brooks.
But he stands nothing to gain by having
He
a
has
Twitter.
sold more
He
albums
stands
than the
no-
Beatles.
nothing.
Exactly.
He has
He's
sold more
Garth
albums
Brooks.
than
Exactly.
Drake.
So he stands nothing to
Why are
gain.
you getting angry?
Because Garth
I'm-
Brooks is the man.
Do you follow Garth Brooks Twitter?
I follow his music.
Okay, exactly.
Dude,
but
Garth Brooks made a song about statutory rape and everyone.
Okay, but
No.
but what we're saying is
His Twitter reminds
what
me
we're
of your
saying
mom's
is-
text.
What we're saying is that he, fine, do that. You don't need to be on Twitter. Like you're not.
Well, yeah, he should be on Twitter.
Just make a
Exactly.
song.
That's all
Is
I'm
that the
saying.
argument?
Yes, that's
okay.
the
I just don't want to bash Garth Brooks. 'cause
No,
he's
no,
the
no,
man.
no.
Oh no! You're right. He did refuse. He was refusing to ban Bud Light in his Nashville bar, so he's getting it from both sides.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
Yeah.
read, man.
Yeah, so he's
Dude,
getting it from both
Garth
sides.
Brooks
now.
made a song where he was 16 boning a 40-year-old, and it's one of the biggest songs ever. He's the man.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah.
That summer, I used to work for her last summer.
No idea.
Teenage
But
kid so far
for-
from home.
I couldn't name a single Garth Brooks song.
Yeah,
I
though,
could
to be
not.
She
honest.
was a
Freddie hates that.
lonely widow wonder.
All right.
Yeah,
I
no.
keep
No
going.
matter, no
I
matter
sing the
how
whole
long,
song.
no matter
I do-
how long you sing it, I'm not gonna know.
I
it.
do
I'll
want to
say-
say this.
it's not about you.
This comes down to this though. It's Garth Brooks. If Garth Brooks can get hated on Twitter,
Yeah.
anyone can be hated on. Like
There's another country singer to drop Bud Light.
to drop or go with Bud Light.
Kid
Drop.
Rock.
He's not country. He's a god. Travis
This is awesome.
Tritt.
Travis, who's that?
Who?
Who?
Here's a quarter for someone who cares.
Okay. Once
Nope.
again, this is not gonna
that
help
doesn't,
me.
Is that
this
is
is
that
not
supposed
gonna
to
help
trigger
me.
my
Day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. That's Travis Tritt.
Okay, I did not know that.
Paris, you've
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
Tombstone.
Sorry, it doesn't have jazz.
I've
in
never
it.
seen Tombstone. You're right. Never heard of Garth Brooks or Travis Scott,
Tombstone
whatever the
stands
fuck.
for Bud Light.
If they're not playing mathematic rock and roll, Paris is not about it. Okay,
I'm not.
There's no saxophone in this
Fucking,
song.
fucking 40-year-olds, dude. What is this?
But no, I did find that fascinating that it's like it's Garth Brooks, and he's Garth Brooks. You know what I mean? Like
He's the man.
He's the man. And the
And
thing
he's
is,
still getting shit.
yeah, he's still getting shit on, and he was backing, wasn't backing up Bud Light, but he's like, I'm not gonna stop selling Bud Light. Everyone's drank Bud Light since you were a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I didn't drink that as a kid.
Nope.
would you drink Bud Heavy?
No milk when I was a kid. Mostly
Yeah.
milk and
Well,
Coca-Cola.
okay.
Okay, well, the first time you, I don't know, put Bud Light on your cornflakes, remember?
I've never done that.
Well, our pantry ran out real quick.
What?
But then there's that. So I also want to hear what you guys think about. What do you guys think about the Coca-Cola thing?
What's the Coca-Cola
What
thing?
happened?
So Coca-Cola sent out an email. It was an email that was leaked to its employees in the area that said how to be less white. And
This was a while ago.
yeah, but I was
Yeah.
looking at that and they're getting some backlash on it. I was just thinking at this point, doesn't it feel like I don't even think they're trying to do it in a whatever context they think is good, but they're just trying to get a conversation started about them.
No, let's rank it. Let's gotta be less white.
I know
Pull it
this
up.
exact situation you're talking about. This is when the whole CRT trainings for corporations was big. This is the Robin DiAngelo thing. She had a presentation at Coca-Cola where she was like, how to be less white, like this is how you...
Please,
you know,
I gotta know the rules.
yeah.
I'll bring out a right
Oh,
now.
dude, you should read White Fragility. It's a banger of a book.
White
It's
virginity?
White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. It's kind of like just, a sense of, like, there's parts of it that are like, okay, you have good points. There's other parts of it that are like, you're a fucking crazy woman to
Well,
like
What does fragility mean?
fragility.
Yeah, what
like
does it mean?
fragile. You know what
I
fragile
know
means?
fragile. Why don't you say
I
fragile?
don't know, you did a really long
my brain process it as, why don't you just say fragile? So now my
White-
brain's stuck on that.
White fragility, it's like when white people feel fragile about talking about race because they immediately go to, well, I'm not racist, that whole thing. And there's good points to be made within this realm of like, white people's issues with talking about race and thinking they're not racist and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
because racism's stupid.
Was it set like a satire? Was
no.
it supposed-
This is a legitimate, she works at the University of Washington. I think she's like the head of
I
social
mean, the
psych.
Coca-Cola thing.
Yeah, that was legit
Okay.
too. But on some level, this is corporate posturing to be like, oh, see, this is them putting like rainbow flags on their Twitter in June. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. It's just like a corporate, virtue signal. See, we're not, we're not
Yeah.
racist. See, we do all
We're
the
woke.
trainings. We
Yeah.
we make sure everyone knows
We're hip
about
with the
racism.
kids.
Well, I've told y'all my theory on like how to tell someone's racist, right? No, okay. I'm gonna stand.
No,
silent
please
there.
carry on.
Yeah.
Well, no, one of my old coworkers.
Paris,
he
close
was,
your ears.
The nervous faces in here
No,
just now.
this is just how I see it. Like, I think racism's dumb as fuck. So I'll
Right.
laugh at it when someone's because like it's so fucking stupid to me that someone can look at somebody that's a different
Right.
color than them and go, "You're the devil."
Yeah.
It blows my mind so much.
It just, to me, it's at the point now to where it's just exhausting. It's
But-
like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells.
But the white people that are like, "Oh, I'm not racist. I have a black friend." You're a racist as fuck. you are racist.
Did I tell you all? I think I told you all about when I was at the water park in Nashville this past weekend.
You went to
I
a
don't-
water park in Nashville.
Yeah, I was.
Why didn't you,
We're not-
I would have gone with you.
Well, I'm sorry, but we'll go another
Your
time.
girlfriend does.
I haven't been to a water park in a minute. Son.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, I
It was
haven't
so
either,
dope.
man.
Yeah.
But we pull up to the water park.
You
It's
want to go to
me.
Kings Island this weekend?
Keep going, Paris.
It was
Sorry, it was in my head.
it was me, my girlfriend, and her sister that pulled up first, and then we were like getting a locker. And this dude comes up, and he looks like a little off. He's like a little hunched over. He's got his wife. They look a little off, but it's like whatever. And he just like he starts talking to us. He's like, yeah, they don't take cash anymore. He was like, you can only have a credit card. You can't pay cash for anything in here. You have to have a credit card. We're like, oh yeah, that sucks, dude. And I was looking at this guy, and I was like, he's like slightly downsy. Like I'm like, there's an extra, like a half chromosome, maybe like an extra half
just a
chromosome,
dash of downs?
just a dash of down, something like. And then he starts talking to us. He's like, yeah,
That's
you
in
can't-
every
He's like,
cookbook.
you can't pay cash anymore. We're like, yeah, that sucks. He was like, he looked at us real serious. He's like, y'all picked the wrong day to come here. And I was like, what's going on? It was Latino Day, essentially. There was like taco trucks and mariachi music and all this stuff. He was like, yeah, y'all picked the wrong day to come here. He was like, well, unless you like mariachi music, that is. I was like, sure. He was like, there's gonna be a lot of Mexicans here. And I was like, and like I'm trying not to die. I'm like over my girlfriend and sister's talking to this guy. I'm like heaving on the other side, just trying not to die at this fucking like. He looked like he was about to be like, you scratched my CD, like that level of downsy.
In broad daylight.
Right?
What if he just had a lisp and Paris thought he had Down syndrome?
This is Paris is so much
Like,
smarter than all of us.
Wow, he hasn't used fragility at all in his sentence.
But he just laid it heavy with the racism, just like on complete strangers. And I just realized, I was like, that's the level that like racists operate at. Like they're like retarded.
It's stupidity.
Like, legitimately- yeah,
It
it's
is.
dumb. It's
It
just
is.
being
It's
stupid.
dumb.
It's like being so dumb that you're just like, there's a lot of Mexicans here. You're like,
Yeah.
so like what? Right? He's like, they wear socks in the pool. I was like, so right?
Like that's
Yeah.
stupid as
Well,
shit. He
maybe-
thinks that
I
because they're
think-
brown.
Yeah, it's
No,
just like
but
there's no reason for
I
this.
think
There's no reason to think
Hold on.
that.
I think in his case, he was just being hyper observant. Like because people
You're
that,
racist as fuck, bro.
No. I'm thinking if you've ever seen
He
someone,
wouldn't say this. You picked the wrong day to
Yeah,
come
I was
here.
gonna say,
If
come
that
on,
was the
that's a
case.
good
Come on,
point.
no,
Yeah.
it's the
You're the
connotation.
white people I'm
It's the
talking about.
connotation.
You have a
I'm not
black
the one-
friend.
I'm not
Right.
the going around going, man, this mariachi music sucks.
You're sounding really fragile right now.
Okay.
Dude, I've met Hunter's one black friend, and now he says hi to me first when we see him in public.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
You mean the guy at Comic Con?
No, it was after wrestling. I know it pissed you off when he hugged me.
I don't know.
first.
I was.
You
my
said, "Hey,
my dad
Corey."
did that with you too. My dad hugged him first before he saw me.
Bro, for some reason people like me. I
You
don't
came into-
understand it.
We were eating a cheese board, and I went into my dad like this to dap him up, and he fucking went over me and hugged Brady. I was like, wow. And you just went in, and then you know what Brady did? He was like that cousin that comes over your house in the summer and can get away with everything. Brady smiled and grinned like he likes me more.
You're damn right I fucking did that.
Yeah. And then Shelly, my mom's or
I don't get hugged much.
my dad's
anymore.
fiance was in the background laughing. She's like, he could be more popular. And I was like, y'all can go back to fucking California.
I don't understand it either, bro. But for whatever reason is I just say what's on my mind and people just like start talking.
I feel
more
like
to
you'd
me.
kill it like with like if you did comedy. I feel like you would be the people's hero. Like I feel like you'd kill it with black crowds. You
You're
would.
so racist.
No, you would kill it with black crowds.
Why can't I kill with all crowds?
I just feel like
All crowds matter in comedy.
I feel like
That's racist.
all crowds matter. No, because I was thinking about that joke to when who's the red ginger on his pod?
Santino.
Santino, and he's like,
I'm
I
not doing
definitely,
stand-up comedy,
he's like, I definitely have more black fans than you. And then he's talking to fucking
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee goes, I have the better ones. I was like, oh my god.
Bro, I'll tell you what, I my group of friends that we play games with, like you gotta, mix us people in there, but our buddy Forrest, he's black, and he had just the fucking most broken mic you could ever, like, literally
On chill?
Yeah,
I'm part of that group.
Right, yeah. I think Brady's talked to Forrest too, just online, but
I talk the most of the whole team. I'm always the only encouraging one.
Yeah.
We're down 6-2. It's all right, guys. We still got it. Don't call it a comeback.
But Forrest like had this mic, and I literally one time we were playing, I was like, Forrest, bro, you got to stop with this mic. Like, it sounds like you're in the back of the bus, like literally just like back there. He's like, you can barely hear him. He's like, motherfucker. Like, and Forrest is the funniest dude ever. We literally, as like a group, as like a gaming group, just felt so much white guilt amongst us. We all Venmo'd him a bunch of money to buy a mic. Like, finally.
Wasn't part of that group.
Like, literally, we were trying to out like unracist each other. So, like, someone sent $10, someone sent $10.01. It's like, this is reparations.
First, it's like Paris doesn't know when he like first gets in there and he brings up the mic. Everyone's like, "Hey, like put it in." It's like we don't talk about that. You know what I mean? We don't bring up the mic. We don't.
No, I brought it up, and now he has a new one. So
Yeah.
call me racist. He got a new mic.
And he made a white guy on Shell.
Yeah, he did.
The funny thing with that is
Shout out Forrest. I love you, buddy.
Shout out Forrest. You're a good
Forrest.
teammate, bro.
Yeah.
Also, hope you think I'm a good teammate.
But with those types of mics, you guys always remember there was never an in between. It was either like, guys, he's left, or it's like, hey, you can't even, you know what I mean? Like you just couldn't hear him.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
never an in between, or someone's fans always going, or there's always that one fucker who plays music the whole time in the lobby.
Oh yeah, that's the most annoying guy.
I used to
You're
do that shit.
please-
I used to play
You're like,
Young Money,
please,
Young Millie,
God,
Millie,
bro.
fucking just
See, now you
spraying.
can have Spotify through your fucking PlayStation now.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Shout out Logan Brooks. Me and him used to play hella COD together on 360. It was an ungodly amount in 7th grade.
Do you remember
And
throwback?
don't interrupt me.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Bald Hunter's interruptive, a predator, and bold.
You gotta stop saying I'm a predator.
What?
You
I mean,
gotta.
like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Predator.
Okay, sick.
Like you know.
Like I came down from an alien planet. I'm
No,
a
like
predator.
you're gonna fuck little kids. So
You done? Get out of your system.
I'm never done.
I hate you. I don't condone having sex with children.
Now you sound like a predator.
Don't like it like
that made it so much worse.
I know. I know. I just wanted to go ahead and just sink deeper. Go ahead.
that was
Sound a little fragile there.
I feel like quicksand.
You got a ukulele with that apology? He gets it.
What's
Yeah.
what? What was that reference?
I'm in the meta culture now.
What are you even? Are you getting that reference?
It's
don't
pop
know.
culture. There's a chick recently that apologized on YouTube with a ukulele for
Oh,
grooming
I
kids.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was grooming kids.
Yeah, but like
With a
apologized.
ukulele.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but she apologized.
Yeah.
In a song form.
Yeah, she called it the toxic gossip train.
Go ahead.
So we were playing a lot of Call of Duty back in the day, right?
Yeah.
What we would do is stay in game chat, talk mad shit, play search and destroy. We have one life, hardcore search. As soon as the game starts, we point our RPGs directly at the ground and kill our whole team. Over and over and over. And we get in there, you're all gay, and use a lot more of the word that rhymes with maggot. And, we went ham. Yeah, that was my.
Yeah, Xbox Live
good old
2007.
days.
Oh
was,
my God.
The
If-
good old
it was
days.
a different time.
We think Hunter Biden had some shit that got leaked.
Yeah.
If that shit ever
If that-
came out,
Oh no.
If my old Xbox
If that is
shit
if
came
that is
out, bro.
if that is saved on a server somewhere, they're just waiting.
Oh my
they're
God.
just waiting for this generation to be like, "Oh, I want to become something." They're
Never-
like,
never
you thought.
Never let the AI get a hold of that.
"Yeah, yeah."
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
God, we're all done.
That
We're all
AI
done.
is going to reject a lot of those resumes.
Yeah.
It is rough on there.
I'm glad you brought up AI because I got a little
I was watching Terminator 2 last night.
I'm glad you also brought that
I miss
up.
when
Director
some
James
AI.
Gunn.
I miss when the only AI was Allen Iverson.
Yeah, right.
I saw that meme. though.
Yeah,
That's good. I agree. Because now AI's
Didn't think we'd know where you got that from, did you?
No, that's been all over the place.
Director James Gunn has weighed in on the rise of artificial intelligence and the potential dangers it could present in the future, recalling his 1984 film The Terminator. James Cameron on AI. I warned you guys in 1984 and you didn't listen.
Oh, it's
What a year to warn
we've been-
people, too.
but
It's
we've-
happening, y'all. I'm going to
we've
become
been
John
warned-
Connor.
We've been warned by so many people over the history of mankind. It's not
It's-
even.
it's
It's
funny-
weird. It's honestly weird how many people have warned us about exactly what's happening.
The amount of bottlenecking they're doing to try and get this AI stuff out there. With any other stuff, though, if you think about medical drugs, if you think about food, the process it goes through for people to be able
Yeah.
to use.
Yeah.
But we're just throwing this stuff out there that we
And
have
it's
no idea how it works.
So more powerful than anything we've ever had our hands on. Like
And-
it's dangerous.
And it's the
Like,
thing. It's the bait. It's
More than dangerous. It's Armageddon.
It's the debate right now. Did you guys see that what kickstarted all that? The original one was Deep Blue, the chess playing machine. That was
Yeah.
the original AI. But what they did was they just put in all the moves that you could possibly make.
Yeah.
They plugged all those in. Then they made the one that beat the champion of Go.
Yeah.
In there, which Go is by far, from what people say, is the most complicated and complex game on the planet.
CS:GO?
No.
is it?
It's the Chinese board game Go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
it's like
Parents, I don't play that
it's
Chinese
kinda,
shit.
it's kind of chess, but not really.
It's
Like,
very
It's not
weird.
mahjong.
I'm not for sure what type of food that is, but the
Is it
game.
like Clue but Chinese?
No, but it's
it's
a very
like I said,
complex
it's-
game of chess.
it's-
Yeah, okay.
It's like a.
Sounds like Clue.
It's very tough. So and
Or like
then
Stratego.
what they had to do. What
I was thinking that or Battleship.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's
tough one, too.
Let him finish the story.
But essentially, what they did, long story short, and I thought it was cool, instead of plugging in information, they just had it play itself over and over again, which was different. So they had it play itself with not trying to make moves, but trying to figure out why it made those moves. So and so basically, it was the first time ever to where it was in a game and it made such a preposterous move that everyone was like, the machine fucked
a
up.
conscious.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It made a terrible move and everyone was like, why did it do that? Because it didn't make sense on paper, but then it ended up coming back and winning. So it won 4 times out of 5. And it was making moves that people were like, why would it do
So,
that?
Bro, that is the scariest thing I've ever heard.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
the
they
conscious,
couldn't-
the conscious of knowing why just completely changed the way it played. That's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah, so
Guys, whenever I'm the leader of the human resistance and you guys get turned into cybernetic humanoids, I'm going to murder the fuck out of y'all.
see, here's what Brady's messing up and doing right now. He's talking all this shit about AI, which they're gonna know. I'm all for you guys. I support you. I'll be enslaved as long as I can just keep chilling.
Like I said, when you guys are cybernetic humanoids, you're getting fucking wrecked by my crew.
You're not gonna know. I feel like at that point we're not even gonna know if you're cybernetic or not.
I'm the next John Connor, bro.
Dude, you're
I'm
not the next
gonna
John
be
Connor.
fucking Christian Bale, Terminator
No, dude,
4.
you're the guy. You're the guy to where he's supposed to jump on the grenade, but he ends up locking the door. He's like, "I'm doing this for the team."
So I'm that fucking bitch from the first movie. What's his name? John Reese.
John Reese from
Kyle
Terminator.
Reese. Kyle Reese. I'm a Kyle Reese. I'm not a Kyle Reese. I'm a John Connor.
You're not a John Connor.
I'm definitely not a Kyle Reese.
I watched Terminator 2 and I thought how funny it was that homeboys ripping on dirt bikes, stealing from ATMs and stuff. You know, you are John Connor. you are.
Yeah, we rode to ATM with a dirt bike the other day.
Yeah, he's fucking.
I'm definitely John Connor, bro.
I would have. It's funny to think that our biggest fear in 1999 was everything going to carry over because we didn't have a number for 2000. So they thought everything was just going to crash.
Oh, yeah.
You know
And
what I
now
mean?
look at us. We got NPCs.
And now we're thinking, wow, we've created something that we don't know how it works. And we're just going to give it to the public. Because if you think about it, it's the same thing as social media and all of this stuff to where they give it to the people and they see how it works. And then they tweak it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if they release it and it's more powerful than they even know,
Dude, ChatGPT
how
4
do you,
is
well,
unreal.
Well, and what I'm saying is, how do you bring that back down? Like, how do you crank
don't.
that?
No, you
It's-
can't.
It's
That's
smart
Pandora's
enough.
box.
Like,
Yeah.
it's-
let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go. We got
What'd
that.
you
We
say?
hit that. It's Pandora's
Pandora's
box.
box.
Yeah, that's
Dude, Pandora can't go back in the box.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's fucking this corner over here.
Gosh, he gets
Right?
it. He's not a humanoid cybernetic. You guys are.
Brady came
no,
on
but
that
no,
late.
but that's what I'm saying though. Is like that's what makes it scary is the fact that if it
better.
is something more powerful than us, we don't stand a
Yeah.
fucking chance.
Well, the
AI's gonna wreck us.
ChatGPT thing was interesting. I heard Lex Friedman talking about it, and he was talking about how like it
I fucking love
2.0 or 3.0, whatever it was before. They like it was like not that advanced, but then they like taught it how to code, and then it essentially created a logic base that was so advanced that we're just like, oh, we don't know what it's doing anymore. Like we taught it
Yeah.
something, and now it's going on its own, and now we have like ChatGPT that we have access to. And now it's like now we're being the ones. I think Google does this to where like their AI, they haven't built it out completely. They're letting people essentially train the AI themselves.
Yeah.
The same thing with you know how like you to verify your password or whatever. It's like pick which one's a stop sign. Essentially, that's AI training right there. They're
Yeah.
training an AI so that it can recognize stop signs or buses or like
Those
lights and shit.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. So it's
I'm
been
never choosing
it's been in
again.
effect for a long time.
All right, guys, we gotta start moving
So,
now. Everybody
here's-
choose the wrong image when you get that.
I tell you what was really cool to find out was the one thing. So the problem is not that it's something that's amazing, that it's can't fathom its effect that it could have. Because for instance, with the protein structures it did, it's saving scientists and stuff hours and hours of time of breaking stuff down. But it's a problem of how it gets to these solutions.
Yes.
So for instance, they put it in an old video game to where this pirate ship, it hits points and it takes on other pirate ships, and it put it in a program to where it wanted it to get the most points possible. It figured out that the machine itself set itself on fire and held in the back and got points in a reverse manner that was cheating the game. So it's finding solutions that aren't the ones that we want, but because it's cutting corners. So it's kind of, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's giving us what we're asking it, but it's not giving it in the way that we want it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's the scary part.
Well,
of it.
there's a level of AI I think where like just like with social media or anything, like kids are gonna get it, they're gonna understand it more than anybody. They're gonna have like such a head start on certain like knowledge base that they won't, like for example scientists that are like, oh, now we get an AI to decode proteins. Now we don't have to do any of that. That's great. But like there's a huge knowledge base that's lost within the process of learning how to do that in the first place, like the scientists that need to grind it out and figure it out. So like when at some point AI is gonna be so powerful that it's gonna take so much responsibility off of people, and we think that's like, oh, it's gonna free up time for us to, essentially go further and like, build other things that are even better. But I think there's gonna be a point where it's like, no, the AI is gonna be so advanced that we're not actually gonna understand how to do the base level things required to like advance, science in a way. So then it's gonna like handicap us by making us lazier.
And then
It's gonna handicap us about killing us.
and then when that happens, do we become obsolete to them to where we're of no use?
Well, think about-
to the AI.
humanoids.
Think about the strike that the actors are on right now. One of the things they want in the contract is that their faces and bodies cannot be used as likeness than AI generated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is crazy. I don't know if y'all saw the new season of Black Mirror. The first episode is
Oh, the
literally
strawberry verse. Or whatever?
yeah, where literally you sign a contract to where they can use your like image and whatever, live streaming it through your phone. So they're creating all these new series of people.
It was an
for
actor
content.
playing a chick getting played by another actor who was also getting played by another
And it
actor.
kept going and going and going and going. And it was layers of this universe. And then in the last bit of it, the girl figures out she's not even this actor. It was a mind fuck.
You know what? All this AI talk, it's kind of giving. The only hope I have from all the AI talk we're having is for the information I'm gathering is AI is a very confused white 20-year-old. He plays pirate games. He has chat GPT, still can't get laid. Fucking
This
AI's not.
it's not gonna like maraca music. I'm telling you that.
No, it's a very white 20-year-old. The AI is
It's gonna
not
kick people out of the pool with
dangerous
socks
right
for
now.
sure. But I wanted to show you this, Paris. So
It plays Stratego
Former
with
Go
itself.
champion beaten by DeepMind retires after declaring AI invincible.
Look at this quote he says.
Even if I become the number one, there's an entity that cannot be defeated. This is so true though, because like at baseline level, humans are so bad at logical thinking. Like we're good, like humans are good at assessing probability to an extent. Like, oh, if I do this versus this, but we're not good at assessing risk or statistics. We're not good at understanding averages or medians or anything that like is essentially leads us to the truth behind things, because we're so conflated by like ego and all this other stuff that like the logical solution for everything is very simple, but humans complicate it. This is where AI comes in and says, no, you are unnecessary. You're making everything like less like profitable, less like it doesn't move as much because you're tied up in your own expertise. Because like, for example, stock pickers, for example, I've been reading this book called Thinking Fast and Slow.
Here he goes about books again.
Yeah, I know, I read.
Those things are evil too, right?
Brady was a bitch.
Anything that gives us knowledge.
That was the first AI.
I'm starting to think you're just dumb, Brady.
As long as I can listen to Kid Rock, I'm fine.
But essentially,
That's the only way you can listen to Kid Rock. To
Just
be
being
fair.
fine.
This book essentially breaks down like expertise, like so-called expertise is no better than like a shot in the dark guess. Like for example,
Yeah.
stock pickers, they make their whole living based off of luck.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like stock pickers. There's no way to predict how stocks are going to work at all. What was that?
Was that chord
Anyway,
on there?
yeah, but like there's no way to predict things. And like the thing of like our society, especially in a capitalistic society like this, like you're rewarded for confidence, you're rewarded for acting like you know what you're talking about, and you're penalized for being nuanced and being like, you know, it could go like this, it could go like this. There's no real way of telling. That's where AI can come in and be like, statistical models, boom, this is your exact probability of this happening.
Yeah.
And like it can just essentially break down the universe into math and say this is gonna happen, where humans cannot do that at all. We are so bad at it because we're conflated by our own ego, that happened before, our own personal experience, how complex everything is. Like we can't look at things objectively.
Yeah, we have
because
brains.
yeah, exactly. And we're not meant to do that. We're meant to assess like, can I eat and fuck and like make babies?
Yeah.
That's it. We're very primitive.
That kind of makes me think about with movies, for instance. Now CGI used to be the biggest thing, and it used to be huge. Everyone
Practical
wanted.
effects are so much better.
That's what I'm saying. Now we're doing a thing back now where we want to see the flaws, we want to see the more effort. It kind of transcends into the actors being more at risk. That's why Tom Cruise's career. He's constantly put
Yeah.
himself at risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He held onto
There's-
an airplane like legit.
That's fucking
That's
insane.
what I'm saying. That's
That
why Mission
scene in Mission
Impossible.
Impossible was Tom Cruise holding
that
onto
was-
an airplane.
Yeah, that was real.
And yeah, so it's also
crazy.
got to the point now to where it's cheaper to buy a 440, whatever that airplane is, instead of doing CGI. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
yeah.
it's to the
It
point now
wasn't
to
a 440 airplane.
I can't remember what it was. A Winchester.
Like I
I don't
said, what it
fucking
was,
know.
it was.
I don't know.
Sorry, I wasn't born in a garage.
I wasn't born in a garage.
But like we're wanting that practicality, and that's why, for instance, I think one of the movies right now is where Spider-Man into the multiverse.
Oh, where the fuck does
No,
this transition?
listen, because you're seeing all this movie and
Oh,
like
it's all special effects. I get it now.
No, it's all special effects, but then when it goes into a movie that's strictly a cartoon where it's animated and these faces, it almost becomes more real than the actual real movies that we're watching because someone actually made this, drew it.
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of. I watch some movies now with all.
That's a
CG.
very high thought.
Speaking
Yeah.
of that movie,
What's in this?
speaking of that movie, did you see where they put out like 4 different versions of that movie that are like slightly altered?
Which one?
Oh,
So-
yeah.
the new
Spider-Verse.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it.
Okay, no. But what I'm saying is they
There's
put
4
out
different endings?
There's no.
Okay.
It's like it's the same movie, but there's like different effects on different scenes.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
like that whole comic book style they're trying to achieve. and shit.
Well, and the reason they did it is because they want like the multiverse to seem like it's real. And so like depending on which version you see a different movie.
That's
a
awesome.
Yeah.
slightly different movie than somebody else. It's
Oh,
fucking
the
crazy.
5th dimension's real, bro.
But another thing, and we'll hop off the AI. I think another reason why it's speeding so fast is on the mere fact it goes back to money, to where people are doing it because they can lay off a bunch of people when this one thing can do everyone's job, even though we haven't tested it. We haven't tried to figure out how it
Yeah.
works. It's being pushed so fast because it can literally do the job of 100 people.
Well, and
Yeah, yeah.
also because people are greedy, and so because they know that this technology can do the work of 100 people, they're saying, okay, I can fire 100 people and pay 100 less people.
That's what I'm saying. They're just
So,
pushing
yeah,
it and shoving it and trying to get it out there.
That's what I'm saying is that's where that capitalism just
Did you see that
things up.
England, I think, ceased the halt on AI. They made it into
Really?
law until basically they could figure out how it works.
see that'll never happen here. That's
Oh
the
no,
problem.
dude!
No.
Like,
Where have you Silicon Valley? When I hear about these little nooks and crannies of all these dudes who used to be they've had their foot in every type of conglomerate of social
Well,
media
yeah,
and
then,
AI.
and then you've got those kind of companies out west, and then you've got companies like Boston Mechanics that are making these robots that can perform tasks that no human
Dude,
can.
I
Don't
know-
do it.
Like
Don't-
that's
you're gonna bring
that's
up people getting
absurd.
I know these nerdy scientists have read comic books and they've heard of the villain Ultron. I know they've read about Ultron taking over and beating the Avengers.
Ultra Lord.
Why the fuck would you make Ultron?
Because to me, the AI stuff is just like, say, anyone who wants to be good at guitar or anyone who
then you
wants to.
practice fucking guitar.
That's what they're doing. They keep trying to modify and do all
what
this
I'm
stuff.
saying is,
that-
like-
it's an addiction. It's like they're trying to
they
make
know
it.
it's gonna kill us.
Okay, but what happens when the AI infiltrates those Boston Mechanics robots?
I
And they
agree
just
with you.
decide-
Skydance gonna happen.
They just decide, fuck
Don't
it.
join my side now.
We're better.
I still support you, AI.
You didn't get on my side, so you're bald.
No, that's
Well,
it.
okay, so this seems like it may get off the rails. You don't want to take a short break real quick?
Let's do it. Let's do the break.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Let's
I can
reset
pee.
a little
I
bit.
can pee,
Let's
yeah.
reset a little bit.
Welcome back, everybody. We are coming right back.
Doomsday.
Right back into the show, Stuck in Static, with our bracket challenge this week. Applause.
There's a button for that.
Every time I fucking do this button, dude, it's a. And there it is. Let's go. So we are on the bracket challenge. That fucking. No, you can't beat it.
That's because that just makes it worse.
Now it's gonna have a mind of its own. All right, so we're on the bracket challenge this
There's
week.
AI in our roadcaster. Anyways, yes.
Dylan, name who we got this week, brother man.
All right, so in this week's matchup, we got Avatar: The Last Airbender against Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Big
I
moves.
like, I
I'm
like how we
excited
got
about this one.
the does, like the hyphenated does in the
I am.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah. Dude, this is a huge one I've been waiting for.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
what we got first?
All right, so as always, we're leading off with the top seed, so we got Avatar first.
All right, let's do this shit. Oh, shit.
Earth, fire,
I gotta watch this fucking video with it.
air. My grandmother used to tell me stories about the old days.
Whack.
A time
Already.
of peace.
I got
when
you.
Avatar kept balance between the water tribes, Earth Kingdom, Fire
This
Nation,
is such a
and
great
Air
series. I'm telling anyone who's
That
never
all
watched
changed
Avatar:
when
Last
the Fire
Airbender.
Nation attacked. Only the Avatar mastered all four elements.
It's
Only
just
he could stop the ruthless
visually
fire
so
benders.
beautiful.
Yeah,
But I will say this is different.
it's just
There's no song. There's no song. It's just straight facts.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
whack so
just
far.
like-
I feel like I'm listening to like a documentary.
2 years ago, my father
Doesn't make me
and
watch
my
the show.
tribe journeyed to the Earth Kingdom to help fight against the
See,
Fire
this
Nation.
is the whole
Me and
kind
my
of
brother to look after
first
our
season
tribe.
intro.
It's like the
There's
background
more-
music could be Avatar or it could be Skyrim.
Never
Right,
reborn.
right.
And the
So I'm saying, it's
cycle is
just-
broken. But I haven't lost hope.
She's not even the main character.
Oh wait,
What
but
is-
then it goes to the little.
What is that? What that is in that? Is that part? That?
I'm gonna lay it down
Oh, it
for this.
is. Yeah.
It went EDM for a
Yeah,
second.
did you hear that too?
yeah, right. All right, that was
Okay, maybe I had way too much more hype on that
Yeah.
because.
Yeah, that was pretty
once
shitty.
again, like it wasn't a song really.
no.
Well,
it just
okay, because
wasn't-
when we were first looking at this, I was just saying badass intros that have an effect on you.
Yeah.
I know. When I was a kid watching this,
hey.
I was Earth fucking tribe getting that
But
shit.
okay, yeah, the scene where they're like, and then the Fire Nation attacked, and it's them, just rows of them, and they just fucking do. Okay, that's hard as shit.
Let's go ahead and do Bill
yeah.
Nye.
No, visually, there's some great elements to that,
Yeah.
but it's just like it lacks the musical.
You could put anything
Bill
below
Nye,
that.
run it.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, let's hear Bill Nye.
Avatar
Now
sucked.
we got Bill Nye.
Yeah, we're on upset alert. I think.
I
Hold
do
on.
believe so.
I know it's gonna be a
Yeah.
straight banger.
I
That's
don't
gonna
think
be,
this is an
yeah,
upset. I
yeah,
think
this-
Bill Nye's just gonna kick ass.
Well, it's a 4 and a 5 seed, and Bill
Yeah.
Nye's 5. So
Well, I mean, tomatoes, tomato.
commercials.
From State Farm?
from State Farm.
What if I need additional?
Oh, you guys see all the props or all the hype they're doing for
Still sound like that's. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, we got dinosaurs. We have music. It's catchy.
And you're fucking learning too, dude.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at that intro.
Anyone who is ever in our age has watched in science class with a substitute teacher on this one.
And you get hype every time you know Bill Nye's coming on. Bill not made science cool as fuck.
That was
That's fire.
badass.
How is that a 5 seed?
That got you so high, dude.
How is that a 5 seed? That is.
I feel like we should have
blasphemy.
turned the lights off because that's
That
the only
is
time I've seen
blasphemy.
Bill Nye.
Dude, that
That
needs to
is
be in a
blasphemy.
DJ drop. How is that not
That
happen?
shit on Avatar. Shit on it.
Bill.
Oh, dude.
Go ahead and write the winner down. We already know who won.
That's, that's a
It's a
sweep.
consensus, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
consensus.
Thank God we didn't have a guest pick
Damn.
that
I
one.
was so excited. I don't know why I was feeling so much hype for Avatar.
Avatar is your fault, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty disappointed in you. We could have had Rocket Power up
No,
there.
dude. Avatar.
Honestly, that's probably worse than Dave the Barbarian.
That was worse than David the Bird. That
yeah,
was
because
shitty.
David even has a song. In
We should
his.
realistically go see. We should. Okay, I know y'all talk a lot of shit about Dave the Barbarian. I only watched one episode of this when I was like 8, and all I remember is the theme song, and I remember it being fire.
I remember his sword talked to
dude,
him, and
can
he
you
was
draw
like
a
really
brain?
sexual towards it.
I don't remember that.
E
part.
equals MC squared.
I'll definitely draw a brain.
PV equals NRT
pressure, velocity,
really
and volume and
equals
Density.
no, N is number of moles. R is the something constant. I can't remember what it is, and T is temperature.
temperature.
In
That's right.
Kelvin.
Because pressure is affected by temperature.
Yes.
You just
Okay.
said a bunch
Yes.
of acronyms. You didn't give me the answer to the equation.
PV equals NRT.
And I always remember that because my science teacher one time told me fog is warm weather caught under the denser cold weather above it.
Oh,
What kind of
Yeah.
math is that?
Nice.
Just something.
Pressure times volume equals number of moles times some
Hey!
constant. Hey, that was good. That's
That was
good.
really good, actually. That's way
Yeah.
better than
Damn,
Brown.
for some reason, guys, I thought Avatar was gonna crush that.
Bro, you
That
sound
wasn't
like
even
a
a song.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Don't act like Avatar was not beautiful.
I didn't watch Avatar. It didn't interest me.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen Avatar.
I saw like halfway through it till the racism kicked in. And I was like, this is a Chinese cartoon? I thought it was anime for a long time. And I was like, this is made in China? And then I come to find
Guys.
out it was made by Nickelodeon. I was like, wait, I thought
It
it was
wasn't even
China-
anime. It was
It's-
American.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest animes of all time, in my
It's
opinion.
not an anime. It's a cartoon.
It is cartoon.
It's an animated feature.
It's not.
It's an animated cartoon, just like
Dude, you
SpongeBob.
compared anime once to live action. It's not anime. There's nothing live action about Avatar.
That is not what happened. I said they made a live action anime, and then you try to say, is not all anime live action?
All right, so
No,
that
that's
looked a
not how
lot
that
cooler when I drew it up there. Now
looks
just,
badass from over
Now
here.
it just looks like a butterfly.
Right here
I
looks
can't
dope.
unsee it.
It looks
I
great.
can't unsee it.
That's like the Wildcats when they got that new thing. It looked like two birds having sex. If any of our viewers ever have a second and you're not from Kentucky or Lexington, look up the Wildcat logo.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like two pigeons having
Yeah.
sex.
It
so
does.
at the time when that new logo came out, I was working at a merchandising store. I'm not gonna spew the name out on there, but I was working at a UK merchandising store, and the second we got it in, I just see my boss at the time just turning it and looking at it different ways. And I just walked back into the back office and I'm like, Blaine, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, this is our new logo. He goes, tell me something. If I turn it this way, does it look like two birds fucking? I said, I'll be damned.
What's so crazy about that,
I've never
you
been
can't
able to
unsee it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
Once you've seen it, it's
I was so upset when they
God,
changed the
man.
logo because the UK logo used to be really cool because there's Memorial Coliseum built into
Yes,
the silhouette
yes.
of it.
Yeah.
And then they just changed it to the UK. And I remember seeing that someone got paid like $85,000 to make that logo change. And I
Dude,
was-
instead of the K
less.
having a straight part
Yeah,
before
you
the
could've.
break,
Yeah,
it just breaks
just straight,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, wait a minute, you got paid that much money to do that.
right. That was upsetting.
So I do want to say we got a hell of some stuff coming through here for next week. I think our last ones, and I think we're gonna try and knock them out next time we're together.
First round.
If so, we got to do 3. But
Is it 3? What's
Yeah.
What do
Fresh
we have
Prince
here?
and Dave over here.
I say we save that one because as much as y'all talk shit, that's on upset alert for me.
Well, how about this? We could end the show by
got-
doing.
It's because Brady doesn't like Fresh Prince so much. That's what I'm
come
angry
on.
Well,
on.
hold
I
on.
don't hate Fresh Prince. I hate Will Smith.
We
Right,
could we
right.
could do this though. Do we want to go
Yeah,
ahead and
I
knock
don't-
out these two, and then that way we only have those, and then we'll do 2 and 2 and be ready to the next round?
I'm down for whatever. We usually only do one with the guest, right?
Yeah.
We do 2 with the guests usually.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how many
One
guests
was.
we have. We usually do it like
I
if
was
there's
gonna
2
say
guests.
the
Yeah,
last
true,
couple
true.
times we've had a guest, it's just taken so much momentum that we've
Speaking
done
of
too.
guests,
We
we're
only
going to
did
be
one
a
with
guest.
Mimi. Oh
Yeah.
Speaking of guests,
Yeah,
next
so-
Saturday we're guests on Hashing It Out podcast.
Yeah, so look out
let's
for that.
go.
Look out for that. Coming
That'll be a
out.
lot of fun. Where are
Look
they
it up.
based out of again?
Nicholsville, Hash It Out. His name's
Yeah.
Big Man Hash. He's my uncle. I love him.
It's a great podcast.
good
I have
pod, right?
I
Yeah.
laugh out
I'm
loud
joking.
listening
It's
to
my
that.
favorite.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
yeah.
But
I'm looking forward to that.
no,
That's gonna,
that'll be-
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
We're
but we
gonna be
run the
guests.
game now, so
He doesn't drink either and doing it at 10:30 a.m. So we're very sober.
we're gonna
and
be
hungover.
getting coffeeed out,
Okay,
boys.
so Brady, can we ride together?
If you can answer a riddle.
Well, I have a
he has something diet.
there's something behind that.
What is it?
Dave the Barbarian.
Saying let's smoke on the way.
Wow, you guys are so smooth. It's
We
ridiculous.
just do it at my house.
I
when we
know.
go.
I tried to just leave it hanging.
At that point,
and
you
it
just
was
need to
not.
leave it hanging.
So we can just do
let
it-
that dead fruit lie.
We can just do it at my house before we go.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
But I'm not gonna act like a 16-year-old and just smoke a doobie in my car.
we shall just eat one of Brady's edibles and just be fucking autism on a podcast again.
Oh, he would love that. I
Dude.
feel like your uncle would love that.
Dude, I had a chick once eat one of my edibles. She was talking mad shit. Mad shit. We just got back from one of the beer. And I was like, yeah, I got some gummy bears in my freezer if you want one. She's like, I love weed. I'd love an edible. I was like, all right, bitch. You're getting the
Bro.
full one. She threw up. And I had to
my
take her home. She didn't have a
God,
car at
dude.
the time.
Yeah, I've never been so high and so uncomfortable holding a camera in my life.
Oh my-
you didn't have fun?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
When,
That was so
when I
high.
came in,
Fun.
when I came in and saw you guys, I was like, something seems a bit off here.
Dude,
I felt
You were
fine.
just
like-
standing and then laughing at Dylan, and then
Yeah.
Dylan was looking at Brady laughing, and Brady was, of course, having to deal with both groups there.
Oh my god, that
I
was
felt fine.
that was a fucking blast.
That was a day I met Mimi, and then everyone's like dressed up in cosplay, all these other people too. I was like, I have a camera, like I feel weird.
I remember Paris
So-
would be going, I feel autistic. And I was like, now you know how I feel all the time. And Paris was like, oh my God.
Like, how do you do this, bro? This is crazy.
That's one of the feelings where I was like, so that feeling you got with the camera is how we feel when you're like, guys, we should just take a camera. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel comfortable doing it. Otherwise, if
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
blitz out of my mind, I'm fine. But
we
like,
weren't that high.
Because I
no, you weren't that high.
I know.
I was
Oh,
that
I was
high.
high as balls.
I know you were feeling loose when you said, Hunter, do you want to hold it for a while? And I was like, oh.
I was so uncomfortable,
That
man.
first night it was just me and Paris, and he had me hold the camera a few times, and I fucking wrecked it.
when
Dude, you literally, I was like, is it recording? You're like, yeah. And then you hit the record button and like ended the recording. As I was buying my One Piece thing, I was
Oh
like,
my
And then you're
God.
like, yeah, it's
The little
over.
magnet.
And then like you hit record again and then hand it to me. So the next 20 minutes is just us walking, like just holding it and walking.
I don't believe in
Bro.
technology. I'm not gonna have a camera tell me when to watch.
There's
something.
one thing believing it. There's another thing and knowing when to press the button.
That camera's not gonna tell me when I can watch you buy a One Piece magnet.
And I was
I
funny
guess.
when we were interviewing people too. Like you were in your segment talking to your friend, and that guy kept coming over. He's like, "So can I ask you guys more questions?" I was like, "Dude," like I was like,
that dude that was like
Yeah.
following us.
"Yeah." I was like, "I'm sorry, man, but I honestly, I had a moment of clout where I was like, we are busy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I'm
I
at dinner
felt-
with my family.
I felt bad, like at the same, because I wanted to like talk to this kid and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is what we do, and just give him the rundown. But at the same time, I was like, dude, do you not see me? Like, I'm like
Right.
actively, like, there's a microphone and everything. Like, it's right here, bro. Like, can you just chill for like 5 minutes? I saw him the next day too on Sunday. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, oh, hey, man. And then just like awkwardly like stood 2 steps in front of the escalator as we were going down. I was like, God damn, dude. Because like I was there with my girl. So at that time I was like, oh, yeah, see, I'm a little busy again. I'm like,
Sorry.
my bad, bro. It's
Yeah.
like, you look like a real loser right now, homie. But
Dude, the only clip I even want released from that Comic-Con footage is me interviewing Mimi and me getting her anime name right.
Oh
Her
my
costume.
God.
She said, that wasn't racist at all, Brady. Good job. That wasn't racist at all.
Oh man, that's gonna be.
We gotta make that. Actually, Hunter, that's gonna be your first project.
Okay.
When we get,
Yeah.
So I guess we should just go. We should talk about that real quick because that's an important development in this podcast world.
Yeah.
Hunter's gonna go ahead and buy a laptop so he can
Yeah.
learn how to edit stuff so that we can produce more content going forward.
Hell yes.
But yeah. So obviously we are serious about this. Unlike some other podcasts that have no video.
Okay, Paris.
I'm not naming any.
No, I'm always trying to start beef from the pod. Let's start
Yeah,
beef.
let's
Let's
go.
call
No,
him
we
out.
should. We
Let's go.
should. No,
Who to call now?
I don't even know. I don't even know who to call
Hash
out.
it out. No, I love you, big man. Moose Lounge. No, we love Moose
They still got
Lounge.
us on the arm wrestling.
we
so
have
they
Moose
smoked
Lounge
us.
still.
Oh, do we
Yeah,
have
they
video
smoked
footage of
us.
this smoking us
Yeah.
arm
My
wrestling?
small little arm compared to Baby Buffalo. I actually thought I
I
had
had
a
a
chance.
7-foot tall man scream in my face. Of course I
That was
lost.
brutal.
He said, "Whoa!"
For one moment, I forgot we were in Dylan's house. I was like, I thought we were at cocktails.
It
I
got
was like,
wild.
Well, no shit, you forgot. I was passed out
Yeah.
downstairs.
That's
Bro,
right, Dylan
I
died.
convinced the Moose Lounge, fully convinced them to go down there and transition you.
Yeah,
They were
we were
so
so
down.
close.
Dude,
Oh, bro, we were going to.
When I went back and we looked at the video and I completely forgot that we had all taken off our shirts. Like,
Whose
our-
idea was that?
I should.
I think it was you.
I should. Are we going shirts and skins?
Brady said, no, the intro to that clip, Brady says, all right, we got shirts versus skins.
And what's so funny about that? None of us even debated each other. We said, "All right,"
Yeah.
and just
Paris had his shirt off while filming.
yeah. Paris,
Paris looked good without a shirt.
he was
looked
crushing
good.
it.
You gotta subscribe to the Patreon for that.
Oh,
Sorry, buddies.
that's our only.
If you ever do get time, watch the
Yeah,
full
that's my
uncut.
excuse, too.
Yeah, watch the full uncut version of that, and that is absolute
on YouTube.
comedy.
My
Yeah.
favorite part is after we agreed on shirts versus skins, Moose instantly ripped his shirt off. And he goes, "What? We ain't going. You said taking our shirts off."
I was like, they're not gonna know whose team we're on. Like it made any sense. We know what team
Dude,
we're
yeah,
on.
I looked at Moose. I was like, "Nah, bro, we're skins." like so seriously.
We wanted it. That
Dude,
is,
when he
yeah.
took his shirt off and his hat, and you could just see one eye looking straight at me and the other eye
Bro.
looking at whatever the fuck he was looking at.
When Moose
great-
is drunk, dude, that is like
The
you.
best time
You
ever.
could really tell that that motherfucker's drunk.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
wrong.
He was feeling
That
it.
lazy
love
eye
you, Moose.
Yeah, that was.
No, that was because we were too. I
Right,
was.
yeah.
I was
Everybody was
obliterated.
lit.
Oh, clearly.
I was
I
Dylan
was.
And that was y'all's
Clearly
fault. You
I
brought in
was.
that what is it? Green apple.
Oh, God.
shit,
proper
dude.
12.
That shit fucked me up.
Dude, that was the best night transition you would have never known.
Then when I woke up to take a pee, and it was like, well, this is different.
Yeah,
Why
wait
am
a
I
second.
sitting down?
But no, that was a good time. I do want to ask: are we going to postpone the Barbarian? Are we doing that for next time?
We're gonna say it for guests.
Yeah, let's
No,
just save it.
no,
Yeah,
cool.
let's save
Yeah.
it. But yeah, so we take this seriously, unlike other podcasts. Won't name any because I don't know the other podcasts that do this that don't make clips. So anyways,
Trying to start some beef, man.
I would
hungry.
love
Are
to
you
start some
hungry?
beef.
I'm.
I would love to start
I'm
some podcast beef.
hungry.
Whenever
Because
fucking
we're
dumb
gonna-
Chris was here, I was like, start some beef with a comedian.
yeah, he was.
He wouldn't
He
do
was
it.
agging it on.
I was trying. I was like, start some beef. Say some
Oh,
names,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
So start some beef, bro.
Yeah, he's like, some people just don't. And I was like, let's go.
He wasn't about it. I was all about starting some beef with. A
He made a
comedian.
good point though. He was like, "This Lexington market is way too small to even start any beef. Like,
Yeah,
what would
we
you
gotta break
complain?
the mold.
There's one open mic here. It's like, what are you beefing over? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I
You know how
get
many
it.
tickets you're gonna sell?
Oh yeah,
None
you gotta have a
here.
heel.
I want to be the heel of podcast.
You already are the heel.
See, that's the thing. That's the weird part of us is we are the face because there's no other faces.
You
Yeah,
got a
that's-
wrestling term
Let's
right.
go.
Oh,
Let's go.
But that's the thing is, with the four of us, with no other scene on the market, we can
exactly
be
why we're the
we can
heels.
be the face and the heel.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. That's
We're
not
allowed to
a
be.
thing.
We're allowed to be.
It's just not a thing.
So we're gonna have
No,
more,
but
much
there's
more
no
content.
what I'm saying is there's no one here. So like,
we're the heels.
okay.
We're the bad guys.
I'm always down for that.
We're the rebels, bro.
I
I like being
I
that.
love being
Yeah.
the bad guy.
I like being the.
I love being
We could
the
be
bad
podcast
guy.
heels for sure.
We got 2 chips on each shoulder, bro.
I love chips. But yeah, more stuff will be coming out. I'm excited to get on that. Start grinding with that.
We're gonna have more
gotta-
podcasts. We're getting more guests.
Yeah.
We're getting a Patreon. That
Yeah.
is the secret code of our OnlyFans we're starting.
We got a couple guests we're excited about. We won't leak
Yeah.
them just yet, but like
Yeah.
we got a few people that we're aiming at.
And for everyone listening too, I also want to say it has been a journey, and I appreciate everyone
Yeah.
just staying through with it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying as much as we are, because it is just the progression of seeing our first couple of videos to now.
No doubt,
Yeah.
dude.
It's a lot of fun to
So
watch.
how about you start donating? Be
You think
great.
all
It's
this
only
shit's for
$1.
free, bro?
Do you know how expensive that fucking poster board was? It had a price tag of fucking $5 on it. When it was $35, about shit myself. I looked at Hunter and was like, "Fuck this podcast."
When I lost the Stranger Things big billboard at Electric Forest,
Oh
I
my
told everyone there, I
God.
was like, dude, Paris is gonna be stoked.
I didn't even know you lost
be
it. Thank
honest,
fucking
This is the
God.
first I've heard of this.
No,
Yeah,
to
I
be
was looking
honest,
for it.
there is no one more stoked than me. That was in my house. Like,
Well, I remember him putting it in the corner of your living room, and I was like, "Why don't you put it in the garage?" And he was like, "No, it's cool there." I was like, "It's not. It's
It's not your house.
not our house."
Best $20 I've ever spent. It was just, I remember like holding it up in there and then putting my face in it, and then having a stranger come by, like needing a frame of reference, be like, "Can you take my photo in this real quick?"
Dude, you're gonna hate Hunter so much if he moves in.
That's gonna be great.
you're
gonna hate him so
That's gonna be
much.
phenomenal.
I will
so-
never live with the best
Yeah,
friend
so
again.
Like,
that's also
why does he always masturbate?
that's also a
Yeah.
new development.
Hunter
Yeah.
mentioned to me one day about moving in with him, and I was like, "I'm not doing that."
This
I'll
may
never
be
live with you.
this may seriously become the Stuck in Static house. So.
yeah.
Stuck house. Let's go.
Paris, we trying to move in here?
Are we all moving in?
We moving in?
Let's do it.
I call this
Static
room.
house?
Let's do it.
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
be your room for sure.
Oh my god, it'll be.
We gotta get
it'll
you a
just
door.
Smell terrible.
I don't need a door.
You don't need a door?
Oh, you're getting a door.
You're
Why would I
getting
need a door?
Because I can only imagine the people you'd be bringing home. And I'd be like,
Oh my
I just
god.
felt like I just
Who
walked
the
out
fuck
of
am I bringing home?
be like a Zootopia movie or some shit like that.
At most, you hear me playing "Hinder Lips of an Angel" at 3 a.m.
And that'll do
Good
it.
thing we have that. We're gonna put the bed though. Like you're gonna. This is our podcast studio.
Bro, I'm laying in my bed right now.
I
You
don't
were
know if
laying
you guys
down for half the
No, but
podcast.
Brady
Yeah.
sleeps in any form, any situation, and he'll sleep like a baby.
It's called narcolepsy.
So you don't have it, okay?
Don't know yet.
Or the first day Brady went in there within 10 minutes, he called me. He's like, "I've got narcolepsy. No, I've got narcolepsy.
He said, "I'm a narc."
Oh my.
Yeah, I've got
Not a
narcolepsy
narc. And sleep apnea.
and sleep apnea. You definitely have sleep apnea.
Oh, 100. I definitely.
Watching you breathe is like a Russian roulette. I'm like, you'll be like
snorer.
Yeah, I snore pretty good.
and I'm like,
damn.
oh my god, he's still alive.
Yeah, you definitely need a door.
Like
though.
an oh my god, like fuck, he's not dead, or like an oh my god, thank God he's still alive.
No, I don't want you to die. I'm just like, I don't want to do mouth to mouth either.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with my mouth?
Well, because I'm gonna have to get you on the floor, and then from what I've heard, is you have to take off your clothes when you do that, and that just seems like a pain to get your boots off.
Look at me.
I'm
If you
looking
gotta take these clothes off, I'll take them off for you.
in your sleep.
I was
know
like
he's-
fucking
you know
goddamn
he doesn't sleep with his
He-Man,
shirt.
bro.
Well, yeah. So new developments are
yeah.
coming. Soon.
So if you find some videos that seem a little huntery,
yep, absolutely.
stick with us through that because
Yeah.
I'm gonna coach him up and we're gonna make this shit happen.
Absolutely.
And ever
And,
since we had Mimi on here, it's inspired Hunter to be a Lex Luthor cosplay.
Well, and look,
Yeah.
I had to get the joke out.
What's great? What's
pretty
great is if Hunter moves in here, I can renew my learning too. So.
There you go. So we're
What
gonna.
did that mean?
it means a
for
bunch
the video editing.
Oh, it
so.
sounded very sexual. I'm sorry.
Well,
No,
that
no,
could
no.
also be.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no limitations on it, but
You for real said that with Hunter moving in.
I'm gonna get Dylan into foot fetishes, and we're gonna have something to talk about.
I meant
Everybody gonna go see the Barbie movie?
I meant with him getting the laptop. But, you know.
Wow,
Wait,
we've
did you
watched
say
so
we're
many
seeing
Quentin
the Barbie
Tarantino
movie?
films.
The what?
Did you say we're seeing the Barbie movie?
I said, who's gonna go see the Barbie movie?
Well, let's go together.
I'm not seeing that. That looks
I would
trash.
love
Okay.
to see that.
Let's
I
see
would-
Oppenheimer.
I was gonna say I'd be
Come
down
on.
to see.
Oh, yeah, the
I'd be down
Japanese
to
guy
see
wants to see
Barbie, but
Oppenheimer.
no.
That's
Okay, but
satire.
All right.
Yeah, let's relive the worst part
Honest-
of my country's history. Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
like you were sad that time.
My ancestors were.
Jesus. But
They
anyway,
didn't have time to be sad. He said, "Huh?"
Dude, if your ancestors got fucked up by Oppenheimer, you wouldn't be here. You're fine.
That's funny. It's here. Sorry, I'm gonna bleep that.
Was his people fucked up Oppenheimer?
Yeah,
Really? I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Hiroshima.
that.
Yeah.
I'm ignorant.
it's okay.
Wow, dude. Wow. If this is what being bald's like, I hate it.
Bro, you're a predator.
Anyway, the point I was trying to make is, yeah, we're on this, so we're making some developments.
Yeah.
Yes, we're much more dedicated to this
better.
than anyone in Kentucky, I believe. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. And if anyone wants to start beef with Stuck and Static, come at us.
Moose
Let's
Lounge,
do
you
it.
know what's up, baby. Jeff used to want best friend. Now he's your best friend. I kind of hate you. I don't hate you, Jeff. Actually, you're really
I was
cool.
gonna say, let's not start.
Yeah, that's our cue, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in once again to Stuck in Static. We love you all. You guys have a great and wonderful evening.
Stay tuned. We find beef next episode.
Nope.